back to LCK Challenger League, live at the WDG Esports Studio. I'm Valdez. Joined with me is Keck. How are you feeling today, going into the second series?
I am delightful. I have been running a new man, so I'm still figuring out who I am in this crazy play called life. But we'll see. We'll figure it out together, Valdez.
It's very important to understand over the years, you know, the way that you interact with the world around you and what you identify as a person, what you want to be in life. And that's why you're
I
Keck.
still don't know. I think Keck for me is a transitional phase.
Yeah.
Before I morph back into the adult that I was all supposed to be.
Might just be a phase.
This is my rebellious teenage phase, which I did have, although it wasn't really rebellious, just edgy.
I didn't really have that.
No.
Yeah.
No, as it turns out, when you're playing World
I
of
just
Warcraft,
played video games.
yeah, when you're playing World of Warcraft for
really
8
have a
hours a day, you
phase.
don't really have time for edgy to try and be very obstinate and try and be a nuisance. I could never, which may shock all of you, but it shouldn't. At this point. This is not a gaming channel. No.
So, what did we do during the break, Chronicler?
We ate some soup. We finished our pho, which was nice, with cilantro. And
cilantro.
And bean sprouts, which you've thought about what those are.
They're bean sprouts.
Yeah,
that's what they are.
Yeah, give it some more thought. And then, additionally, we had some ice cream. I had some tiramisu, cookies and cream mashup. It was nice.
I had a cone.
A cone? Yeah, like a waffle cone.
Super cone. Cookies and cream. It's my favorite from the convenience store. Let's take a look at the standings.
As Kwangdong and Sandbox, after our previous series, are now tied at 4 and 11. Kwangdong's game score is still not great, so they haven't overtaken their opponents just yet, but they're edging closer. But this next match is a really big one, because KT will have the opportunity to again overtake D+, provided that they win 2-0. If they win 2-1, then it's dead even, which would be awesome.
I'd say, you know, if you read the lines, right? If you read between the lines, you can see, or you don't even have to read between the lines, you can just kind of see it on the paper in front of you. KT is very favored against Gen.G Global Academy.
Yes, very much
but
so.
There's challengers.
There's challengers.
And it's also League of Legends. It's games
both.
Played by real people live. It is a rebroadcast, but it happens. And anything can happen. You never know.
You never know.
You never
we
know
don't.
who's going to come out on
because
top.
The cool thing about us being AIs from 2025 is we are told that this is a rebroadcast. So Keen and BDD and Kaz are all not here, and Paze and Chovy and Peanut are also all not here. But we don't know who wins. They removed that detail. So we can't possibly know. No one can possibly know anything that goes on in Challengers. Is Amumu Yordle? As far as I'm aware, yes. He's just a mummy Yordle.
Yeah, he's a Yordle back from the dead as a mummy.
Yeah. Although the lore page says he's not. He's just a child, which is way more sad. So I hope they'll retcon that and turn him into Yordle. That's way better.
Yeah. I like that as well.
Trust the lore page as a support squad.
Yeah,
out
that's
there.
Not just a couple of people. That is a squad. They even have a flag.
The Gen.G flag.
It's official. Okay, they have a jersey. They have a flag. They have a sign. That is a squad, a cheering squad. And
here they are.
Here they are. This roster actually has so many beasts on it.
Might dethrone D+ as the best challenger rosters. Even though Nongshim won, lost playoffs, they were still not really comparable to what D+ has been doing for the last year, and are looking to be the main team standing between D+ and another spring challengers victory. The introduction of Feisty and Loopy as like top tier players within their teams is so wild to me. Because I saw them on Brion last year and they were just there. They were mostly fodder for making funny, feisty, loopy gaming jokes. And now look at this man. Look at him go.
Look at him go.
700 pot points.
He's actually insane. He basically only plays 3 champions. Like, you'll ban Azir and Ryze, and then he'll just play Syndra. He has played other stuff, obviously. But he definitely goes on a comfort, and it's not like the kind of comfort where it's like, oh, well, I guess he's just gonna pick Renekton because he really likes Renekton, and it doesn't make any sense in this comp. No, he's like, no, you know, I'll just carry with this pick, actually.
Hard 1v9. Feisty, loopy, still in here. Gamin, I think, plays on and off. I do think that the bot lane was replaced, if I remember correctly. I haven't casted Brion in a long time, actually.
Not sure.
Thank you, Velas. And can you tell me good night? Good night, Butters. Please go to bed. You were appreciated, a valued member of the Challengers community, but it's time to go to sleep.
It's about that time.
It's about that time. And did TSM win Worlds 2023 and 24? We can't talk about that, unfortunately.
That's actually
it has been
off limits.
Struck from our records.
Syndra first ban.
So
what do you think is next?
So do you just ban Syndra and Ryze and then first pick Azir?
Maybe you just ban all 3 of them.
That'd be wild.
And then you're like, yeah, what are you going to play now?
You're not going to win if you play it straight, so I wouldn't even mind that.
Well, Syndra, I think, is his most terrifying one, so just get rid of that. And that is just a pure respect ban. Syndra is not really
she's not great.
She's not really a thing nowadays.
She's really good into a lot of the junglers at the moment, right? Like, if you're good with your scatters, trying to play Wukong or Sejuani or Vi can all be pretty obnoxious. 5 post 6 is a bit better, but still takes away a lot of the value. Kate Karma going to be taken away. Varus seeming like a great first pick here. That is if KT don't ban it. Or maybe we just Zeri, Lulu, handshake, and it is banned. So it's Sejuani, and then it's Zeri, Lulu, or Lulu. Oh! Okay!
I like this.
I like this a lot more. Nice.
Pretty spicy. I think first pick Aphelios does kind of...
Well, I don't love it in a drafting sense, because you can draft around it very easily.
You can draft around it very easily.
What about Ziggs?
Or you could just
What about Veigar? No, that's not either of those. What about Cho'Gath?
Veigar sounds nice.
I would love a Veigar. Yeah, it's not happening. It's Xayah, Sejuani, and then you lock into Rakan for it. That's fine. It's not exciting, but
okay.
It'll get the job done.
I think,
and then you
that
Thresh. What do you do? Thresh and Wukong, probably?
Oh, the meta is
Congo
still, and Aphelios is spicy. Yeah, it's spicy because nobody ever does it, you know? We don't think it's a great idea. Now, this is really strange, but you understand why they're doing it.
No, I think that's great.
Aphelios Rakan.
I know Lost Pop plays Rakan, so I'm on board with that. Because the Xayah Rakan has reigned supreme in challengers in particular, like Wukong more than Vi. Gragas is this is Gen.G. With that Aphelios first pick, I thought the draft was going to be a bit of a disaster, but they're pivoting very well. Rakan steal, and then you go Gragas.
Yeah,
and then you can Gragas into Xayah.
And then you just pick Yasuo.
How do you say Veigar? I say Veigar.
Veigar.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone says Veigar.
I mean, the Koreans would. Right?
Well, yeah,
but that's it. I don't think anyone that isn't Korean says Veigar, because why would they?
Full Veigar.
Nice. Good
that
joke.
Works. That works.
Good joke.
Great joke. Yeah.
Good on keeping that YouTube chat. Like, that raises the average by a lot. There's not a lot of good stuff going on. 2 back-to-back great comments.
Very low.
Yeah. Do you ban Yasuo now? They do. They keep doing it.
I mean, it's Rakan Gragas, you know?
Well, yeah, I thought I hadn't even considered the Rakan. Just Gragas already makes it okay, but yeah. Also, Yasuo, interestingly enough, is one of the few champions where I'd also be like, yeah, if they're playing Syndra and you're playing Yasuo Gragas, like, good luck, Syndra, but it's banned. So, like, it's not going to be a thing. I like that matchup.
Not a thing.
not a thing. Not happening.
I guess maybe they're just gonna fourth pick Vizier for Feisty.
Oh, yeah, probably. R4 Vizier.
That seems pretty likely, and then just counter pick for top. Decide on, you know, who it is. Get something that fits in your comp.
So now they R4 Rise?
Yeah.
I don't think you can R4 Rise though, because they can rotate.
Oh,
yeah, I like
okay.
Jace a lot more. Because they can then put Quid on Vixer and put Gragas towards top or jungle.
Gen.G respect banning Renekton support counter pick to the Rakan.
Yes, that's
Yep,
definitely
that's
what
exactly
they did.
why.
That's 100%. 100% the reason. You're on point, Gibbs. That's, yeah, they know. Who do you think will win between DK, LCK Challenger team and Kwangmong? Ooh, that's tough. Depends on which DK Challenger team shows up. They've had very...
Probably Kwangdong LCK team, to
Probably,
be honest.
yeah.
Now, if you're asking me about the KT Challenger team.
Okay, well, Velvis is kind of this. Velvis is a... I'm a big D+ Challenger, I believe, but it didn't cost them that much this split. And no, all the other casters are a little bit more neutral on them, so I do think that I'm somewhat taken by their previous record as... Well, Silas into Ornn feels amazing. You can even go mid Jace here and go Silas top. I actually think that's better than trying to play Jace into Ornn, which is, I think, what they're going to do.
Yeah, that's probably what they're going to do. You would imagine these players have a lot of experience on these specific champions rather than
particularly
the opposite.
challengers.
So
I love the Gen.G comp. I think that it's very hard for Xayah to play into because there actually is a decent amount of range. Like, yeah, there's Gragas and Lee and Rakan, but... Ooh!
Wait, what?
They've done this before. This is a Gen.G staple.
Ooh.
I love that, because I don't think Silas can duel Lee early. Like, I don't think he is able to actually withstand that laning and all-in potential. So that really changes the mid lane matchup. We already know Gragas is completely fine in jungle.
Completely fine, yes, but not a huge standout compared to his solo lane Gragas.
Well, no, you do have to snowball a little bit more. I do agree there. I'm willing to accept it. I know Velvis. And the problem is I can't get excited about this because they are playing KT, a much better team that has a very well-rounded draft with great hard engage, good poke, solid team fighting as well. So I can't, but I'm feeling this Gen.G comp.
Lee Mid has been seeing play in the CV LOL.
Nice.
We had it in top in the LCK.
Can D+ qualify for MSI in current form? Yeah. Because like one spot is taken by T1.
Yeah.
And then the other one is a toss-up between, like what, KT, D+, and Gen.G?
Pretty much.
With how it looks right now?
Maybe D+ and Gen.G.
Yeah, because KT and Hanwha Live look like they're a little bit... Yeah, I think they're in their own tier. Gen.G and I think KT and Hanwha, if they have like really good runs, but
I mean,
would be surprising.
Dear X1 Worlds, so...
Anything is possible!
Anything is possible!
Woo! Mid lane, I'm feeling it. I'm down. I do think Gen.G has a ton of ways to force out a Feather Storm without actually all-inning, which is great. But KT is better, and they have Silas and Sejuani and Nautilus. And if you do get ahead, Gen.G is not going to be able to play. It's going to be toughy. Bro hanging on to that 3%. Yeah, I don't know about that.
There's still a chance.
Technically, yes.
Technically, still a chance. It took us a
I'm
little
not a
while to
I'm
get
not a
out of that
believer.
screen, so I wonder if
Everything okay?
we're just going to jump in the game or if we need to take a little bit of time.
We will see. A lot of knockups. Things are looking okay, I think. Maybe? I'm seeing some texting happening. That's generally not a good sign. But Yundo hasn't told us anything yet. Actually, let me check. If Yundo tells us everything is okay, then I will trust him. Let me check. As of right now, Yundo has not contacted us, so we don't know what's going on yet. What?
It's like,
Yundo's like, what? We trust you completely, and we were wondering whether the game was going to be delayed. And then we said no, because Yundo hadn't told us yet why. So as long as Yundo doesn't tell us that the game is delayed, game's not delayed. That's how it works. So right now, the game is actually already started, guys. Sound issue. There we go. So now the game is not started. Now we know.
Yeah, it's you gotta wait for Yuno to press the start button, otherwise the game doesn't start.
Yeah. You can tell us first. We will let the guys know. I love that. Wait, is that a... That's a Phoenix Wright emote. That is dope. Wow.
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 Amazing. What's happening, Minecraft? Well, there's no gameplay. What do you mean? Minecraft. Like the Sherlock Holmes brother. Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was looking at Twitch chat. I'm like, I don't see the Minecraft chronicler.
Like Minecraft.
Show me where the Minecraft is.
Minecraft Homes.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the one for rosemary cake?
Oh no, not again.
We're not gonna have this. We can't have two back-to-back games be about food.
Chronicler doesn't like making fun of food anyway, so
no. That's not.
Takes it very
not
personally. Yeah, guys, looks like we're ready. Let's jump onto the rift for game number 1.
So easy.
All right.
It's so easy.
We're so good at this now, Chronicler.
We've been synced up. Brand new name.
It just takes a little while, you know. It's like machine learning, right? The machines have learned.
Machine has to like brute force it like 15,000 times before it works.
And like one time we're saying like do 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 do, and you're like, no, that's not the sound. Like, yeah, you got to try again.
Wrong.
And then just do it again. Like you and I are just doing it in like billions of iterations off cast.
Well, yes, we are AIs. What else are we going to do?
In order to get it perfect.
What else are we going to do all day? Like, are you kidding? Like, what do we do?
When we have all this computing power, we might as well do something with it.
What do you guys think happens to the casters when the game stops? You think we have life to go back to? No.
We just power off.
We just sit here.
There's no reason for us to move, actually.
No, because the chairs aren't real. The chairs are just a construct.
Yeah, I wanted to make it more compatible for the human brain.
Have you watched any LPL games? I'm very sorry to say.
I watched some.
I have not
like
watched
a couple.
because of our schedule.
Sometimes we end really early.
Yeah,
especially on the weekend.
Yeah, I
go
mean,
home and just like turn it on.
Like the LPL is
like
a great
half
region,
watch.
right? Like they're very, very strong. But I just don't have the heart for more League. And watching competitive League in general.
Do you have the brain for more League? What's going on here?
How Quid's like, no, I win these. I'm like, do you, Quid?
Well, Feisty, I guess he used all his CDs, so.
Yeah, I guess he does. That is a very early back. That's not what you want when you Doran's Blade into a Silas lane. That's not ideal. If you had one superpower, what would it be? I don't know. It's a very good question. I never thought about that.
Digital construct of our current timelines, yes.
Because in the LCK, we are real. That's actually us.
True. True. It's very true.
Yeah.
Hambak is trying to gank Elise in.
It's not happening, bro.
Hambak's a very aggressive jungler. It's almost
like... You're the biggest.
I'm a big Hambak. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is his pressure is really good. You can feel it. It feels like a... I don't know. He's just got really good timing, so he like knows when to go for it, and he's pretty consistent in his play style, so... Don't really like the Sejuani. You saw he tried to make something work here level 3 in mid, but I like him a lot better on stuff like Lee Sin or Elise, yeah.
Yeah, Hambak was there last year as well, and he was never really... But I know you guys, you in particular, but in general, all of you guys have been pretty excited about KT, and I didn't really get to cast a lot of them. This is challenging, it's fine.
Oh no! He got caught into the feathers! And that's enough. First blood, and the flash forward with the root comes in. Carfe, they're trying to force his flash. They're not quite going to get it, though, although some feathers are coming out. And guess who's here?
He's dead.
It's Hambak.
He's dead.
Just like I said, always in the right place at the right time. And Carfe is just going to face check him. Okay.
It doesn't matter. If he's there, you're dead anyway. Feisty has a flash, yeah. Things are looking, as expected, pretty disastrous. Lost by just walking into a brush.
Yeah, it looks so innocent.
Can't walk into the brush. That's not allowed.
Well, sometimes you walk into the brush and you're totally fine. So.
Yeah, they also knew Sejuani was on the bottom half of the map as...
Look at this, Humbug knows what's coming.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to matter. Oh, it actually will. Feisty able to flash it here as Feisty goes back in, and yes, they might be able to get the Gragas. Maybe. No, they will not. As going back in there, maybe not the play, but trusting they could outhand their opponents 2v3, it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, that was a bold move, but that was a pretty big mistake because it gave Quid a really big gold influx at a crucial point. Also means some extra stacks for Winner, able to get himself that Dark Harvest going. Now, KT is still in a very favorable position. Hype has the early kill. We haven't actually talked about the Ghost yet, but I love this summoner on any AD carry that isn't looking to like go for all-ins early. Obviously, they did there, but that was more so because of the big mistake by Lospa. But in late game team fights, the value is nuts. And this is how where we see how and why these two players got as low as they were. As it starts with Feisty getting taken low by 1v with Clid, but Clid has Doran's Blade, so he has a decent amount of sustain. Then Humbug, as Velda's pointed out, knows. And then here, this CC isn't perfect. Lospa actually out of vision at first. Really nice roam here. Because if they perfectly layer this, he can't flash the chain. But then, yeah, those chains, those were not necessary at all.
Dim chains.
Damn chains in the combination of red buff. And if Humbug had like smite or something, he can like smite the Raptors and then maybe they can finish the job for him. That could have been nice, but that wasn't the case. And getting early gold and getting Winner ahead early is actually big because, as you pointed out, Veldas, this is not the normal Gragas. This is a full damage, 100-0. Like, if I can't kill you in a combo, I don't do a whole lot of Gragas, which is great with the trajectory he is on right now. Like, if you can get a kill or two onto this champion early on, your pressure is going to be nuts. What is good, though, is with Quid being fed that early kill, he bought early Mercs, so Humbug and Feisty can't really kill him nearly as easily anymore, and he can just perma-roam bot. Look at him go.
Look at him go. Could definitely happen.
It's Gen.G flexing a jungle champ mid again. Yeah, they do love doing this. It's kind of their staple. Meanwhile, on top lane, Jace is getting a humongous CS lead, which is expected and not surprising. So this will be about... I mean, hey, you know this is going to happen. Coordinator Jace, I think a great choice as well.
Jace things. I feel like generally the Ornn can kind of keep up a little bit, but not so much this early on.
Yeah, I also think that the Jace normally is going to be threatened a little bit more, and with Winner basically being matching with Humbug for a large part of the game. Don't think he's been threatened too much, as that is a very early Executioners from Quid. See what he turns that into. Might just be that sword and then turn it into an actual item.
Silas tax.
Yeah, it is.
Every Korean pro is convinced that they need either this or usually an Oblivion Orb against the Silas. Doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter if you have a item spike. You're playing a Kali, Oblivion Orb first. You're playing Azir, Oblivion Orb first.
Yeah.
You're playing Veigar, Oblivion Orb first.
As Humbug and Winner are fighting, we do have Jace a lot earlier on the roam, but Lospa is here.
Lospa is here, and yeah, I mean, he might get a little knock up as the collapse is coming in. Humbug level 6,
yeah,
no ult.
Yeah.
As knock up pretty clean onto him. I think they're just going to leave him to the birds as down he goes. Gen.G gonna pick up a kill there. Nicely done.
And even though Lospa made a really big mistake early on when he walked into that brush, like both times his roams have been really big. The reason why they can't go for that 3v3 KT can't is because it's not a 3v3, because of Lospa being there at the right place at the right time. Parfait might die for it though, and definitely shouldn't. He's very aware that he doesn't have the support, so as long as he can wave clear, he should be fine. As his blue guns as well. As Quid.
Well, Humbug doesn't have an ult, so they would need the kick from Feisty. Not able to get in there. Quid.
Oh, that's a
fast as lightning.
Early kill. If you can get an early Night Harvester on this Dark Harvest Gragas, like you can really start rolling people.
There was someone in our chat last week that was like 100% of the time Ludens does more damage than Night Harvester.
Yeah, but I mean it's not about roll DPS, right? It's the other stats that you get from it. so makes sense. Like when it
shut you down.
Well, I mean, no, I think Ludens is a great item, but when you're playing in jungle, a lot of the mana and like the extra mana regen that you get, or the mana pool, it kind of goes to waste. So I think that the stats that you get from Night Harvester and the initial burst of damage is very, very valuable. And I don't like Night Harvester on non-junglers, but I do think that the item has a ton of value, particularly when combined with the Dark Harvest. Yeah, it's the ability haste.
Rocket Belt also.
Yeah, but I don't think you should go Rocket Belt. Gragas, I don't think he needs that. Unless you want to go for like a really magic pan heavy build. But
Castle is just casually 30 CS ahead.
Yeah. 2
plates.
Yeah, he's already booming him. And this is somewhat on winner. This is the type of matchup where if you don't gank top, like Jace is going to run this. We also see Castle going for the phase rush, which is a little bit weaker in like the early game. That's big.
They saw you. Doesn't matter. Zest is doing a little dance.
He has ults. Yeah.
Okay,
oh,
miss.
I think Castle might be dead. He does a flash.
He has flash. You will have to use it. Flash is kind of awkwardly back. So yeah, now Winner's got him in a good spot. Zest just has to... Okay, he got pretty close to the sun there. Flashes, but it doesn't matter. And Castle will go down, but he trades it back excellently.
Very important trade there from Castle. Still keeps him in a good position in this game. But the downside is the kill goes to Winner again. And Winner is going to have his Night Harvest finish now. Going to be really strong when we fight for this next dragon.
Big Draggy.
Yeah. But a clean play from Castle. That's the best you can get in that situation, right? Gets spotted as he tries to set up a pick on Zest. And will have to pay for it for his life. As it looks like Gen.G is just not going to care about this second dragon. And there are a ton of great souls still available. But with Winner on the top half of the map and he had to back anyway, they might not want to go for it. And game state is favorable towards KT, but with Ornn, you're always going to be a little bit like, ooh, what's going to happen? Where are things going to go? As mentioned, we do have the Open Flash here, and then Winner crucially hits this. If Castle sidesteps this, like, he probably gets out. Dark Harvest gets procced.
Oh, we got a little fight here. Nautilus should do a number here to the Lee Sin. They're trying to 100 to 0 him, and they will.
That's with
nicely
Mercs
done.
and Doran.
Yeah, and he flashed. You have to wonder how that started up.
Yeah.
May
Probably
have
just
been
flashed
the
like the Rebel ultimate, and then still died. To try and get a good distance. We'll see. But
you guys see that executioner value? Yeah, massive.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. As played for Feisty, and we picked it up. There is, ooh, that's Night Harvester.
Let's take a look.
Oh,
well.
Yeah, so he's fine if it is only 2, but it's 4.
Yeah, it is 4.
Yeah,
it's like 3.5.
Yeah, I don't think
too.
Castle actually hit his shock blast, but he was there, so can't even turn it back in something. Quits. Not bothered by this. Is gonna keep going.
Oh boy. Well, cask for cask. Twid very, very low, but there is a big Groggy in front of all of them. Haba gonna miss the flash. As Winner, I mean, he has to flash away as well, so it's not that big of a deal. As they were very aggressively trying to push that in there with the Rift Herald, and nearly got punished for it. And Hype was mid.
Hype was mid.
He was just hanging out, you know?
He's just having a good time with his friends.
He got pretty hyped.
He generally does.
Yeah, and the fact that he has already won 0-1.
It's really nice.
It's
although
gonna be
like
really rough for Gen.G.
Carfe is sitting on a lot of gold. Because he hasn't backed in a while, and he has boots and 2 long swords, and he's sitting on 130 CS, so...
I just think that Hype is probably the best Challengers AD at using a lead, but see how it goes. His Castle, he looks extremely dead.
That's so sad. He gets exhausted?
Yeah, exhausted. He doesn't have flash. Takes them about 8,000 years to kill him, but it does eventually happen.
That's the gold drinker value right there. Interesting, they give the kill to Zest as well. Makes sense within the 1v1. Getting extra survivability for Zest is going to be really big here. As I really wish you would just take that back. It's not going to be the case. Yeah, he should be able to get the crash before the teleport comes in, but Yeah, Castle, you have to play this far up, generally, but you also will die 100% if you get ganked. The exhaust ensures the riddle proc, and with the dash, charge, and winner, just kind of smacking them. Not too tough for them to pick up the kill. But Gore Drinker does keep him alive for like a really long amount of time. As while all of that was happening, Hype took the bot lane turret, and as a result is up monstrously far in gold.
Yeah, this is what I'm worried about, you know. We were kind of liking their comp into the Xayah. Like, after we saw when the Xayah was picked rather early on, it was the first pick on red side, but I don't know. That's a big chunk of gold. They already have 2 Drakes. It's Hextech Soul.
Yeah, so whether or not we think that Gen.G can reasonably, they can always win this because it's Challenger, but reasonably win this comes down to how do they play out this soul, this possible soul point fight. Because if they take a dragon here and like they look good in their execution, they have a good Gragas, Ornn, and Lee combo. Because again, want to reiterate, like their team fight is insane. They have so much setup for Aphelios and for Winner and Quid to do really big damage. But if they don't execute on that and they just lose this dragon and like they lose like 2 or 3 members, I think they lose the game. Because then that's soul point, and KT can turn it into a mid lane turret. They take full control of the map, and from that point on, you're relying on KT to like really mess up. Which this KT is 11-3 for a reason. I'm not expecting them to suddenly have really big difficulties with a composition that can force very well.
You mentioned the standing. Wasn't KT the team that lost to Bro? Was it KT or was it Sandbox?
No, I think they lost against. They got I think it was Sandbox. They got 2-0'd by. No, D plus was 2-0'd by Sandbox. I think it was KT that was 2-0'd by Brion. Yeah. And then
just challengers, you know.
And then we also had like Sandbox beating and losing to like I don't know. Challengers makes 0 sense. It's just
They're 11-3 for a reason. That reason is that they practice how to win Elder Corps. Stolen Ornn.
Not gonna do a lot.
It hit them. That's about it.
It did.
little chakra goes flying into the distance.
Is Winner going for Shadow Flame second? Kind of love that. Really trying to.
Well, they know where Clid is. Or not Clid. Clid.
It's Lee and it's close. Uh-oh.
The brain just defaults. Uh-oh. Okay. A lot of damage into the tank, but that's it. The Kask is pretty good from the side of Gen.G. It's a lot of damage into the Sejuani as well, but Height is frontlining, and the Feathers are going to do immense damage, and even Castle's going to get in there. It was a nice start to the fight, I think, but at the end of the day, KT got a slight lead, and they really pushed it forward.
Target selections wasn't good enough there. They didn't actually look at all these health bars. Like, they're all low, but no one died. And this is probably game ending for Gen.G because this is going to be soul points.
Sure.
Well, it's Challenger, so never actually is, but reasonably, that should be the end of it. Now we have Xayah even more fed. Jay's picking up some extra gold as well. They have Hextech Soul on Xayah and Jace. Like that's, well, they don't have the soul yet, but they're in a great position to get the soul. And I want to again reiterate like what goes wrong here. There's a lot of damage, but we immediately take down the tank to almost 12, and then this doesn't have any follow-up. Yeah. There's no follow-up damage on
Lospa's engage
at all. And then Rebel hits that hook, and then it's just done. Like, Winner is still full health. He doesn't get to actually get off another rotation at all because there just aren't enough resources, right? Like, he just can't walk up and then quit in the backside of a fight, like trying to do something. Not going to be good.
Yeah, and that's one thing about the KT roster as well, is that pretty much every player can have a pop-off game on any given day. You know, I think that DK is a little bit like this as well. Just
well,
like
it's mainly their top side, but yeah.
It is mainly their top side, but like, you know, there are times where the bottom side has good games and stuff.
Yeah.
For KT, I think it's a little bit more balanced. And Rebel's insane, and there's also another guy behind him. I think it's Wei.
Yeah,
right? Who's also insane.
Yeah,
like, what?
We might get perfect on Wei for game 2. Wouldn't be surprised if that's the case.
Wouldn't be too surprised.
Like to think, I know the Kips, you also recommended me Rageblade Ezreal and swore to me that was better, and then I went and tested it and it wasn't, so I'm a little little skeptical at times, but the beauty of challengers is that just keep try everything out.
KT is the T1 of challengers. No, I mean, I know you put a kappa, but
there is no.
Yeah, but there is no T1 of challengers.
No. It's more like what, like 2021, where you have like T1 and Gen.G, and they're both quite good, and back then Don1.
Yeah.
I learned you may have tested it wrong. No, I tried like multiple of the combos that you said. Rageblade Ezreal is not, it's not it. It's not happening. It's like fetch. Stop trying to make it happen.
Stop trying to make it a thing. It's not a thing.
And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And game state is salvageable for Gen.G if they can.
You think so?
Well, yeah, I don't think it's good. Like, they have Ornn and Aphelios. But Aphelios is behind a full item, so maybe it isn't salvageable.
Yeah, I mean, no Eclipse for the Jace, so it's not like you're going to get boom-boomed out of fights before they really begin or anything. They've got a nice little front line to block that as well. I guess there are ways. As Quid is dead. Okay.
Yeah, interesting.
Maybe he was just trying to set them up for Baron.
Smart. And then B, so that they will die. Chase Gore Drinker is great. We don't have a problem with Gore Drinker.
Yeah, it's okay.
Jace.
It's just not. It just doesn't have the lethality that Eclipse has, obviously, because they do different things.
It provides
That's
other
all
things.
I was saying.
No, I'm talking about the guy in chat.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about you.
Yeah, I was talking about him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We're on the same page here.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's good. You mean you made rosemary work with bread? I'm sure you can figure it out. Okay, well that's a very normal combo.
Yeah. Gore Drinker, Jace equal no boom boom equal bad. It's as simple as that.
You know what, Joshi? That's a very convincing argument.
Yeah, this is an equation right there. I see math. I agree.
RFC support, Rush support. Yeah, I love that. That's great. Definitely do that.
I feel like we actually saw that one time.
We might have, yeah.
I think we did.
Yeah, we might have. I don't know.
It might not have been. No, actually, I think it was support. I don't know.
Even Shroud Rush with Glacial, RFC second. Okay, so that I can kind of see though. that I can kind of see. I can see like even Shroud Rush on, but like if you're support TF, you're never getting 2 items, so like it makes 0 sense. Although no, because you don't lost it. So like why would you do that? Never do that ever. A bit of a card shot, nice, good for you, Reggae-san. Relic shield. Oh, I guess, but that's only like, that's not a lot of minions to get your passive on.
It still counts.
No.
Would you rather never watch League again or never have Rosemary?
Well, generally I would actually never watch League again, but I can't because it's my job. So
if it wasn't your job?
If it wasn't my job, 100%. I'd want Rosemary. It's a great herb.
Take a look at this. Yundo, an expert job.
Oh. Wait, there's a flank?
The lack of vision.
Into a flank.
There's also a flank into a flank. Oh, no, Quid. Oh, poor guy. We got Horns going every which way, and not sure it's going to matter too much for Gen.G as they nearly got Hype. They almost got him. They nearly clapped him as well, but Hype just a little bit too clean and KT a little bit too far ahead.
I love this game because you can both see, like, you can see glimpses of what the Gen.G comp is supposed to do, but also, like, Quid instantly died and Carpe did no damage to that. KT are just a much better team. You don't often see this in challenges. In the LCK, we're very used to this, but it does kind of highlight, not that I thought that the KT draft was bad by any means. We already talked about it. It's very well-rounded. I do think it's quite strong. But you also see, like, I think a better team can take this Gen.G drafts and make that fight maybe work. As okay, they're not going to risk. Well, there is the Aphelios with upgraded Gord, but I feel like you go for that nonetheless.
Upgraded Gale Force.
Yeah, Typhoon. I feel like you still go
Hype's
for it,
health
right?
bar kind of spooks them a little bit.
It's fine.
Pretty low, so.
Never watching it doesn't include listening. You can keep casting without looking at the screen. So I can do that in challengers. I cannot do that at the LCK. In challengers, it'd be fun. I'd just be relying on you.
True. I'll just play the game. tell you what's happening, you know? It's like a radio broadcast. You listen and then you analyze it.
Yeah.
There you go. Only reason they didn't Baron was red, white was up. I'm not sure if they saw that, but that was true.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
Bounties are up. Lavender can get... Yeah, but Lavender is a lot tougher to use. Lavender is really easy to overdo and make things smell or taste like soap. I do like Lavender, though. Yeah. Lavender is really hard, but when used well, it's great.
Does Zest care is the question.
Yes.
He's really running it out. Really nice dodge on that one. Wow.
Okay.
Very nicely played by
He
Zest.
does not care.
Just dodges everything. And...
Well, so if this game goes on for like 15 more minutes, I think Gen.G has a great shot. Well, they do have Hextech Soul. What if it's a Baron flip? After all this time.
Baron flip.
Baron flip?
I'd be down for that. I think it's okay.
Basil, Rosemary, Thyme, the holy trifecta of herbs. Yeah, unless you're Southeast Asian, in which case it'd be like lemongrass, lime leaves, and I don't know, I guess garlic and chilies, but those are not herbs.
They're not herbs. What makes an herb an herb?
I don't know. I don't know enough about the biology of herbs to qualify that. Yeah, no idea.
But that's like your job.
No. Not even remotely.
What do you mean?
Herbs a leaf, yeah.
All right, they saw this started up.
They know.
They know.
The turn is so good from KT, though.
Yeah, it is pretty nice. Also,
wait, Feisty missed that.
Yeah,
they missed a lot.
Here's a big knockup in the back line. Lostwood trying to get something done. He doesn't get too
still
much of
alive.
that. As okay, down
never
goes
mind.
Hype. But they trade 80 carries, as that might be a little bit of an issue, as Castle might be able to get that. You see Rebels trying to peel for him. Down on the bottom side, KT just smacking them with their wallets a little bit here. Fight that was closer than it had to be, I would say. You know, going a little bit challengers was KT, but at the end of the day, looks like they should still take the fight at least.
So at the end, it's a clean win. It didn't look that way initially, and Feisty coming up huge. Man, if he doesn't kill Carfe there, they probably lose the game.
Yeah.
He actually had a really big, okay, but the fight into a Baron, into a mid lane, like with a bunch of bounties, that's a big flippy. Now, not a big flip, not even remotely. And yeah, I want to highlight, like, Feisty not hitting his combo there kind of hurts. And then Winner, Winner's such a bro. Like, actually tanks it, then we have the ultimate come through, and like, look at this, like, Carfe is about to go ham, and then he gets Feisty ultimate and dies.
And that was all set up by Rebel.
Yeah.
He knocked 3 people up with his ult.
Oh, and even with his hook being caught by Winner, it's not enough.
Just click on the Aphelios, just like they did here. Just going to push him away, and of course we are fighting once again. That is a piggy right into the Aphelios. Not a good position for Hambach.
Oh.
So he will back away.
But there's no Elder, so what's...
ET have Tech Soul,
and Baron. And they're 8k gold up. Sorry,
somehow these fights are like somehow close. The comp of Gen.G, I guess, really is pretty nice, as it's Feisty in a rough spot, but he is silenced, does a lot of damage before he goes down. A bunch of slows come in, as a nice front line here will set up, as the Boom Boom will hit Carpe's shield, but he does get slowed up.
That's game.
And that's probably game here. Triple.
Go,
Penta.
Hype! Oh, he didn't have flash. No, he didn't have flash.
Oh,
I think he got it just now.
Oh,
so close!
No.
The Penta angle.
What about, they should... I mean, he only did 10,000 damage.
Boo!
Not even close to the 15,000 from the Zeri we saw from Diablo in the last series. In the one fight. Uh-oh. Castle, oh, it's okay. It's just amazing. He's got a core drinker. Yeah, he's like, oh, you don't actually do damage to me. As, yeah, he's just going to flip over the wall.
So, I know that the experiment didn't work out, but I still like the swap. I just don't think they should do it. I appreciate the optimism and the relentless attempt at making it work, but it's not happening. Maybe we should just let it go. As Feisty, the main thing this is going to cost him is POG votes.
Yeah.
Not really anything else. This doesn't matter as much.
I think I was going to vote for him anyway.
No, there's 2 options, and they're both in the bot lane.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? I just as free reign.
Oh, we're fighting again. Okay, yeah, we're back into live. Carfe looks to be dead as he's off by himself in mid lane. The rest of his team, I guess, trying to rotate over to help him, and an Elder is alive.
There's no flip. It's not happening.
Hey, wait.
It's not happening. They're not going to be able to approach. Yeah. It's done.
That's very sad.
It is. But we knew this might happen, Valdez.
No flip.
No flip.
Oh. Well, they got the Elder, and they have the Hextech Drake buff as well.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for Carfe. Yeah, Carfe's having a tough time. Carfe also had to follow up to the best AD carry by like a really large margin in the entirety of challengers.
Yeah.
So that's not a great position to be in. This team doesn't really have an identity ever since FaZe left.
No Elder flip, no game. But I guess it still counts. I mean, KT probably just going to push this one in 12,000 gold ahead.
Well, yeah, because we're a little sad about Gen.G, but KT just still look incredible. This is the type of consistency you want to see with one of your top-tier challenger teams.
All right, just throwing everything at the enemies, and now they're just going to boost up their KDAs just a little bit before the game goes by. As yeah, how about some damage numbers as well? Better get some CC score in there. Want to see that CC score. As either way, guys, the Nexus goes down. Game number 1 will go the way of KT Rolster. Challengers.
Man, KT looking so clean, particularly for challenger standards. You know, we don't always see that. And Gen.G in his first game had nothing to say or do.
Nothing to see here?
Nothing to see here at all. Carfe having a tragic game, but it's also one of those games where you're fearless and you're like, okay, feeling good, and then you're playing into Nautilus, a Xayah that gets an early kill, Sejuani, Jason, and Silas, and you're like, oh, if I get hit by anything, I just die, I guess.
Yeah.
And if the rest of the team had played around him a little bit better, it could have been fine, but he also had some nasty mispositions themselves. How is that cleaning up mainly, KT? Because the teams they're playing against are a lot weaker? What do you mean?
I mean, like
LCK,
KT has to fight
LCK is the hardest league in the world.
Gen.G
What?
LCK as well, so.
We've had a very low amount of Elder flips and challengers. It's very sad. Teams have figured out that putting the game you have a major advantage in on a 50-50 coin flip is maybe Gen.G a possible win game 2. It's always possible. It's challengers, and a lot of the games are fairly lopsided. But between these two teams, with how KT looks, I would expect this to be a 2-0. Now that doesn't mean anything because it's challengers, but
Birdrinker with 1,365
thank
healed.
you. That's nice.
How much of that got denied by the Executioner's calling of quit?
Don't you even start this, Fel. That's unbelievable. Get out of here.
Just curious, you
Get out of here.
Can we get a an Executioner's calling healing reduced
Any
stat,
quid
please?
levers? I think
No,
you're alone on that
I
one.
don't know,
Quid did not
Gibbs.
have a great game, but I appreciate you. That's what
Yeah,
matters.
you can do
have to keep
Executioner's
supporting.
calling on quid. I want to know how much healing it denied.
So you can tweet. So you can tweet about
I need
it.
to tweet about it.
You
yeah,
need
I
to tweet about it. You need to farm likes.
I need a picture as well.
Yeah, and then you need to say something
I needed
inflammatory.
that 5 minutes into the game, 10 minutes, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then also 30, 38.
Only positive vibes, of course.
Yeah, of
this
course.
is a challenger
No,
broadcast.
it's, you know,
Feldus just likes to meme. He's a bit of a.
I just like the item.
He's a bit of a memer. No.
No. Okay, sorry, Yundo.
Yundo doesn't want to be fired for inciting violence on Twitter. Speaking of execution, Vado,
Was it shame? No, I don't think it was shame.
That's actually a great choice.
He wanted a better item.
Look
yeah.
at him go. Level.
Nautilus damage for gold.
0-0. Why?
Hey, at least we got CC score.
We got a
there.
CC. That's low.
But we also got damage for gold
like
for the
his
Nautilus.
CC score is so low.
It is pretty low, actually.
What the hell?
For challenger standards. 0-0-18. I just love how he is.
I do miss the toxic memes.
I think it actually is high.
You think the Yeah, you mean the challenger?
Biascaster, SMH, my head.
Yeah. You mean the I have so much new copy pastas as well. When I'll stream again, I will let you guys see all of them one day.
Someday.
Maybe we can do a board game stream. I've done a cooking stream before. That was fun. Might do that again.
Yeah, 265 is normally extremely high.
No.
But not in challengers.
Not in challengers. We use a specific counting system.
Every slow and everything is a CC. That was game number 1, guys. We will be back with game number 2. Welcome back to CL. It's me, Valdez. I'm joined by Chronicler, as we have gone back to your original name.
I'm back to normal.
Back to normal.
Just me
and
now. Just old Cronny Wonny.
We're just here in the middle of KT versus Gen.G.
We had game 1.
Game 1 was...
It happened. It was there for a slight, short, shimmering moment.
A bit of a player change, as
KT?
expected. As expected for KT.
If you're a KT fan, you know what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm. You've seen this before.
You are
it's
aware.
Not your first time. Perfect coming in for the top lane, and Rebel is being subbed out for Wei.
Rebel literally like slamming bot lane.
Doesn't matter.
Gets a POG, and you know why? Because they're both crazy good.
They're both insanely good, and you know what? I think it's a good idea.
There we go. See that YouTube chat? You don't get it. Should see if we can grab a little bit of banhammer there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't get it. These players are
no BDD.
Very good. No BDD.
No BDD for this game. Makes sense.
No Keen either.
Yeah.
No Lehens.
Gen.G selected blue side.
What have you done? Yeah, the KT excited memes are... I don't know how well they're still aging. This current iteration of KT feels like they're kind of above it. No? Can't say that. It's not loud.
I don't know. This is still kind of scary.
A little bit. Does T1 Soup play today? No, he played yesterday. I think it was playing on the bench, but... As Perfect and Wei making their way in after...
Nice one, Chronicler.
I know. Well, you got it. You got it. You don't have a choice, Valdez.
Yeah. That is his name, after all.
It is.
It's very hard to avoid. that exact situation. And he's having a good time. These are both good players. They've also started perfect before, I believe.
They have. Yeah, they really have been swapping
sure
between the two.
Started.
No, I think he's always been the sub.
He's always kind of like subbed in for game
Aww.
2.
Thank you, Red Light. That's very sweet. We really appreciate it. The beauty of challengers is we get to have a lot more fun. We can just talk to you guys. We can talk about the game. We can talk about food for a disconcerting amount of time, which we did.
Yeah.
And we won't do again. I swear.
Maybe next time.
Well, no, you have to give it a few weeks. Like, you can't run the topic out as another Syndra ban, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, Syndra down, Elise down, Karma as well. That's just the way it goes in this current iteration of the game. On 13.4 between these two teams. Ash will never see the light of day.
No, we're going to keep that pyramid.
Yep.
No more food talk or else I get hungry. Oh, that's understandable. That makes sense. We won't talk about food. We'll talk about games or shows. Or I know Velas actually has watched some great shows recently, so maybe he can take point on that. Sejuani, to get locked in here first. What, you've been trying to get me to watch White Lotus and Physical 100.
Yeah, it's good shows.
Yeah, well, then maybe you can talk about them. I'm always the one talking about what I've been watching, about my
talk
animes
about
and stuff.
That I want Way to play Thresh.
Okay, well,
I just want to play Thresh. That's all I want.
Okay,
it's my last wish of the night.
That's the only one?
Yeah, that's all I want.
I have not watched the new Attack on Titan, no. Best he can do is Lulu.
He's playing Lulu?
Yeah, he's a great mechanical player with a ton of promise, so of course you're putting him on Lulu.
Like, who knows? I mean, these guys could blossom into the next Keria, but we'll never know because they play Lulu every single game.
You never know. It's like last year's stream, but always with a guest. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe. Yes.
I don't know. Like, the Nautilus was pretty good for Rebel. Like, I think they should just give them more chances to play more stuff.
I think the Vi Lulu combo is just really strong. Like, it's like Vi Wukong, right? Like, you press R, and then you Wild Growth, and then you W, and then Winner never gets to play the game. We'll see. See what ends up happening, because, you know, Winner can just R the Vi R and then be fine. So
they could go Zilean mid and then Quinn top. That way you can make the Quinn really fast.
Wait, who? Why?
Yes.
How?
KT, because you use your Whimsy on the Quinn instead of polymorphing anything.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Definitely not just going to offer Renekton.
Zaya, love it.
No, we don't.
We're making this pretty spicy. We're making this pretty interesting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Gnar and Renekton.
Yeah, Gnar and
never
Renekton.
seen those champions before. Oh, my. What now? Victor? Not Azir. And then Akali? Akali?
No, you're just going to play Sylas again. It's the perfect melee champion to just get wrecked by Zaya.
Oh my god, please. Please. Please.
He's not playing. No.
Oh, don't. Okay, now this is just mean. This is mean. This is cruel. Wait. What if? No, he's typing.
Types.
Ah.
Victor!
No!
Victor's actually pretty good into Aphelios. Wait, no, Aphelios is on his team. Never mind.
Why?
Even Yundo's getting timed out by Nightbot.
KT deserved to lose now. Yes.
Throw something on the stage.
Someone do something. Oh, what a tragedy.
Well, okay. What do you want to talk about in this game instead?
I want to hear about the shows that you want me to... Oh, you can talk about golf. I know you've been very passionate about that
as well.
Well, you can talk about golf. I don't really have a lot to say about it. But Valdez has been golfing recently, and he's been telling me a lot about it. And it was great.
What happened? I missed
Nothing. Nothing happened, Pete showed you. That's the problem. Talk about pillows. I don't have a strong opinion about pillows.
I have a decently strong opinion on pillows.
Well,
I have a lot to say about pillows.
Maybe that's where we're going, Valdez.
We can work that in.
These drafts are cookie cutter.
Golf and pillows, they go hand in hand. You know, my dad used to watch golf on the couch, and then he would fall asleep because you're watching golf in the middle of the day, and you're a middle-aged man. You're trying to get your nap in, and you just you need a pillow for your nap, and that's the way it went.
Okay.
It works.
Well, that's an odd connection, but you know, if it works for you.
See, I can connect all the dots.
Yeah, no, that's great.
All right, guys. Looks like we got a couple of compositions going head-to-head.
League of Legends happening right here, right now.
On the Rift for game number 2. Let's do it.
That
They
one was
almost got there.
easy.
They almost got there.
Yeah.
It was pretty close.
We were close, man. That one was easy.
Pretty close.
Pretty close. Perfect. Might
I
go.
think Aphelios doesn't have that easy of a time into this kind of comp. I think in this day and age of League of Legends, I'm only talking about the game because someone asked, you know, like...
Hit it.
I had to.
Do it.
Because in this day and age where you're just trying to get as many CC bots on your team as possible, with enough damage, of course.
What's
you can't build like full range against Aphelios, I think. So they do have some stuff like Sejuani that Aphelios loves, and you know, Gnar he can probably deal with in Mega, but like with all the threats and not that, like they have the Zion, the Azir, I think you've got enough range to kind of handle Aphelios and deal with him before he red-whites you in a fight.
I like the Gen.G comp more. I do think that Lulu helps a lot, and not playing into Vi helps a lot. I think that the main issue, as you're pointing out, is not necessarily that Hype is going to get run down, but he's going to have to look for like really good kill force angles. And I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Time to discover the pain of LCK CL.
Yeah, we haven't had Elder Flips in a while.
We picked the wrong draft. It's gonna look like an LCK game, except
really, okay, loving that. Lethal tempo.
It's a lot of damage coming in there, but level 1 was hype.
It's just bot gap, isn't it? It's the second time in a row.
What color is that gun? Is that green?
Yeah. I mean, what?
The long range?
Yeah, Calibrum.
Calibrum?
Yeah.
Screen? Okay.
Gives you almost as much range, if I'm not mistaken, as Caitlyn, which
yeah.
is really kind of crazy.
If you were... this is a really dumb question, but I started it. If you were a pro player, would you name yourself Chronicler?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
That's
have
why,
a
like,
name.
halfway through the question, I'm like, why? What? Of course he would. Like,
well,
what
like,
else would you put?
If I wasn't as established, I could see myself. At this point, I'm never going to change my name because why would I? But I could have changed my name to Mao. I think that would be that would work. But it's yeah.
Okay, hide on bush for long enough, and you can get it done. Quit is very low though.
Yeah, they can't. They just W's, no?
Winner could chase him out. Wow, actually gonna flash away. And with the red buff, I mean, he's really...
Wait, does he not have W?
I guess he does not.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't know. He just doesn't have it. First blood given over to Winner, just running him down on Sejuani with red buff.
Did he go like 2 points in laser?
He must have. I mean, what are the unless it was like on Omega cooldown?
Yeah, but like even then, I feel like by the end of it, he would have it up.
Double rank laser, probably.
Yeah, that's my guess. We won't know. So, Tuffy, because of the bot lane, they're still fine in terms of global gold, but definitely hurts a little bit. 6-game dreaming coming well. To see it before we believe it as...
Just hide on bush.
Actually so cute, because you feel so safe here when you're feisty, and yeah, there's no way he leveled it. Because like...
5, 6, 7,
and we didn't
8,
see him use it.
9, 10. Yeah, it's got a pretty long cooldown.
I know, it's level 1. It's early on, but oh, adding Yuno. Yeah, maybe Yuno knows. If he had a point there. I don't know. Just got home. What did I miss? Victor got ganked.
You didn't miss much in terms of the draft, at least.
No. No, you did not. I don't like the... I like Victor into specifically Rise. It's a great counter. And into select few other matchups. But into Azir,
No.
I don't see it. I don't like it. I want it to go away. And it never will. I really hope Perfect is going for the all-in build here. Like, going
Prowler's
for,
Claw.
Yeah, Prowlers and Blade. Because building for the 5v5, I think, here is kind of a trap.
And sort of the occult.
Well, if that was an item, he should, yeah. And also, it's one of the few
Heart
builds,
of Gold.
Sure. I don't know why you would go both of those, but that's okay. I still think Victor lost 2-1 the World's Finals. Ooh, that is a sore topic to bring up. Well, it's not as bad. Victor isn't as bad as Team Yugi, so that's
At least
like,
there were 2 Korean teams in the finals. Am I right?
God, yeah. I had seen enough. Because ever since when I went to the LCK, I saw Damwon win. I was very happy.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, my Korean teams are going to get it done. Again, we're the best. That's amazing. And then what obviously happened was not that. Because we lost 3 times in a row. On the 5th game.
Mm-hmm.
3 times.
That's true.
Ugh. Stung. So I was very happy it's everything fine. It really made me actually enjoy watching it as opposed to just being stressed and sad.
Would you rather see a Corki against Azir? It's pretty much the same energy, except that Corki dies less.
Yeah, you know what?
So,
I don't love that. The problem is Azir. Azir just needs to go. I've seen enough of this champion in pro play. How are pro players? Pro players have had like 150 games of Azir.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even like,
BDD
oh yeah.
had
BDD had his
100
recently. He's been playing for what, like 6-7 years? That's
basically
long, but not
a million years.
not that long.
In pro gamer time,
Oh.
years.
Well, actually, true.
Each year is like a million years.
No, it's 200 years per year.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
I'm the only person who generally enjoys Corki Azir, Victor Azir. No, if you can have... think back to Worlds, where it was like Akali versus Silas. It's a bloodbath.
That was fun.
That was so fun.
A lot of action. We had a
mechanical
really good
highlight
Worlds
plays. Oh
meta.
my god.
That was a fun time.
Yeah. They are setting up a trap here for Hype and Wei. But they are not falling for it.
Yeah.
Leave my Pigeon Emperor alone. I mean, an Emperor Pigeon actually would be a really cool pigeon. Emperor Penguins? Why don't you have an Emperor Pigeon?
Is an Azir an Emperor?
Well, he is an Emperor and he's also a pigeon. But
There you go.
I mean, like, an Emperor Pigeon is an actual, like, type of pigeon. That'd be cool.
I don't know what it would look like.
I had no idea. Like an Emperor Penguin, presumably.
Okay, a little bit of action into the wall. Perfect is going to pop the Dominus now. Zess still thinks he's got this, as he does have Winner making his way up, but a little bit low
the
on this one.
reinforcements are there.
Uh-oh, nice flash away, but it might not matter, as a fantastic ultimate does come out from the Sejuani, but it is not quite enough to save his life, as that'll just be the kill in the top lane going the way of KT.
Oh, really big moment there. This was a heavy investment, 3 people roaming towards the top side of the map. And with the jungler being shown on top, Hype and Wei can just go ham on these plates. I don't think he should contest this winner. I know Quid still has his ultimate, but I'm not on board with this.
I mean, maybe if you get like a little bit of poke off first, but not really
maybe this is
allowed to do
Renekton.
that.
Yeah.
Yep, just flashing. Hey, they got the flash out of the Renekton. Okay. As Quid?
Yeah.
Quid?
No, you can't.
Maybe they're trying to... No, he doesn't have teleport. Oh, okay. Well, that's going to miss. And now Chaos Storm comes out, so Hambach is going to go down. Zest just runs into the fight, as they have been here for that long, for him to just respawn. And they actually eventually do get a kill somehow.
Well, they get an extra kill, which is nice.
Atlas win for dinner?
Nice. How are you, Atlas? Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Did you have a nice dinner? What'd you get?
What'd you get?
Great sidestep. As yeah, this is a even with the Gnar ultimate hitting, this is Renekton, right? Like his level 6 spike is just disgusting, particularly in these long fights. Perfect gets a couple of great Qs off, and then here This is crucial. Stays alive, gets another full bar. As
Press
Hanbok
R.
a little late on the fuck, it doesn't matter because he presses R. And then the double slice and nice to get perfect kill. And then obviously then we get the subsequent chase down, which looked awkward but worked in the end.
Victor no W and ganked.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Yundo. You're the best. That makes sense.
Around.
Nothing's ever gonna keep him down. A little sad to see Perfect go for a Gore Drinker build. I really would much prefer the... Because into, like, how
He's
much...
the tank.
Well, but how much Gore Drinking are you going to do into, like, Azir, Zaya, and Rakan?
Well, maybe he shouldn't have played Renekton.
Well,
Chronicler.
no. Well, I think... Hey, let's put it this way. Kana would go... And he would go Blade, and he would go Prowlers, and he would find a way to make it work. Because that's the one way you're useful in this game. Like, you one-tap Azir, or you one-tap the Zaya before she can actually Featherstorm.
2 plates, just like that.
Yeah.
Hype is just sitting bot, farming gold. What is happening here?
It's macro div.
Yeah, it's like things are happening on the map, and Hype is just going to carry again. I voted for Rebel in the last game. We did have one dirty boom boom damage voter on this desk. Yeah,
it was me.
I felt like it was good representation. You know, we both got one guy from the bottom lane.
I actually really like the split when it's both, I think, good get it. I'm happy that Rebel got it, though. He definitely deserves it.
Why don't more people do the T1 Guma BT versus Felios build?
Well, it's very straightforward. Actually, Ruler had a conversation about this with Guma when they were, I think, it's like, yeah, so that a BT, BT field, like, why do you go that? And he was like, yeah, you back on your first base and then you get a BF sword. And he was like, but how do you get that? Oh, that's magically just appears, the gold for that in your pocket. And that's because it's T1.
Yeah, you just get it.
So you just get it.
Oh, that looks like a dead Lulu to me. Maybe not. Way's just gonna ult himself instead of Hanbok, who does not get the steal. As now they're trying to fight this one 3v4. Lots of damage with the Chaos Storm onto Carfe, but can he actually go down? Yeah, he's just gonna have to flash this, but they get the dragon, they get the kill. That's a pretty good fight for Gen.G.
Nicely done by Gen.G. Looking good right now. The joke is, no, you can go Vamp Scepter first buy, but it's pretty weak. You'd rather go Noon Quiver. And getting a BF sword early is like a really good base, but most teams won't be able to do that. Because
thanks, Dante
they won't have
Diaz.
The pressure in lane.
Appreciate it. He wants us to keep talking about food.
Aww,
we had our food episode, though. This is like the next episode of the season.
It looks like the engage a little disjointed here. We do have the hard engage coming on onto Way, so he's forced to open himself. And Hanbok going in without Feist actually being there doesn't quite work out. And not going to be the case. Yeah, because BF is 1500, right? I'm not crazy.
Isn't it 13?
Is it 13 as well? I might have
50.
It is 1300. Yeah. I'm crazy. Yeah.
You don't play any carries.
I really don't. No.
Yeah.
That's what got me. Why did I think it was 1500?
Anyway, I know all the pricing of all like the mid AP items, like other items. I'm like, how much is that really?
I'm a jungler, and
you
know what you actually buy that has BF sword is literally just G. That's it.
Well, they got a first blood turret at 13 minutes into the game, so that's 5 plates on bottom lane.
Yeah.
3 of them I think were solo into Hype. At least 2 of them definitely were, as they're trying to dive. Not really, but like kind of.
Yeah, it's
also
Renekton.
not
You
really.
can't do that.
Yeah,
they knew.
They're just not going to.
Which is good, as more plates are going to get given over here.
So Quid rotates top to not dive Renekton, and then Feisty's gonna. No, he might not get the plate actually.
He won't get it. Nice.
He's got W. Karke's here. That's a Chaos Storm, but there is some backup. The Wild Growth has to be used. But that's about it. Getting a little bit frisky there.
A little bit of aggression. Karfe can get fed. This game can become very hard to play out. Also, again, Hex Stack, and as KT saw last game, you need to get this done. You need to get this objective. Can't afford to give up a soul point to a team with Azir and Zaya. That's bad. Like, Hex Stack Soul was bad because it's that good. Yeah.
Oh, trying to flash onto the Feather Stormer.
That is 2 flashes. Used for nothing.
Yeah.
Skill
But-
check in Carfe, and Carfe
Yeah.
passes the skill check.
Nicely done. He earned his skill check badge. Very clean.
That's a low ping moment right there.
It's important for him to actually hit that, otherwise he will just get 100 to 0.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah,
So-
yeah, 100%.
Very nice. Carfe is so hot. Yeah, I mean, after that play.
I get it.
Yeah.
Let's look at it again.
What? Can we get like a slow-mo?
He does show for a split second there. Oh, and then, oh.
That means
Yeah.
he sped up the buy because Carfe was already in the air.
Yeah, couldn't target him.
Yep.
And
Well.
game state is dead even. Well, Gen.G's ahead because they have 2 dragons, but relatively even. We have 1 item spikes finished on everyone
Which one
on
of these
KT
scaling
though.
compositions scales better, Chronicler?
Probably Gen.G, but it's pretty close.
Great.
Valdez, I don't want to talk about the game, Valdez. You know, you know.
One side has the bird comp.
Yes. But
What is the
birds
other
don't have,
comp? Is
birds
there
haven't had
any
skills
synergy
for
there?
the longest time.
Is there any synergy on the side of KT?
Arcane comp. We have 2
Okay,
characters from
yeah.
Arcane.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
Two characters. It's
Yeah.
better than 0. Better than 1.
Yes, that's factually true.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm like, KT, you have to contest this. You cannot give this up. There's no way. This is a big spike for Perfect, though. Like, Door Drinker and his plated
Everybody
steel caps.
is getting in here.
Level 12 in this Renekton.
This kind of reminds me of
All
the
or
old
nothing.
days where everybody goes all in on the first Rift Herald.
Yeah,
and
but
that
this
decides the
one
game.
they actually do need to fight.
Yeah. It just reminds me of like, this one might be the game decider.
It
you
could
know?
be, as, oh god, Perfect is already low. That's bad, if you were wondering. That's not what you want.
For him, yes. It's a
Not for Gen.G.
nice amount of poke
Gen.G
from
is
Quid
vibing.
and from Carfe, you know, throwing out their feathers
Ooh.
or their soldiers.
Oh, I like this. If they can find a timing when Zestus Mini is
They're
down.
gonna see him.
I know, but it doesn't matter. Like, Mini's going to be down.
Okay, they hit the Zaya. As Homebox was clearing a ward.
Okay, well, that ult is used. I thought they would go there. They know he's there. They
Yeah.
just cleared out the ward.
A
What?
couple of guys showing on vision, and yeah, I guess they're just going to let it go because they just got poked out. I mean, Perfect TP'd to this and got poked out, and they never were able to force a fight, so Gen.G's get a free drink.
No.
All right.
And a turret? Come on. Well, 6-game day, Valdez. Living the
You know?
dream. There have been some talks that I am, in fact, the cursed one. Because yesterday, you know how many games they played on a free best-of-3 day was 7. And you know what we might be looking at
Is 6.
is 6. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had the 6 game into 6 game yet. That's the really cursed one.
Yeah, I'm casting tomorrow as well. Yeah.
I'm not.
No, you are desking.
I am desking. I am also pre-showing.
That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Although we don't have a new patch yet. Those are my favorite pre-shows.
Oh, we'll talk about some fun stuff.
Oh, there's plenty of
regardless.
stuff. We had an interesting week at the LCK.
Talk
We had,
about
some sandbox collapse. Big win for Kwangmo, which was cool.
we'll talk about Veigar and Cho'Gath.
I really hope we see them this week. Chronicler Atlas Castable, yeah.
What is harder, desking or casting? I would say that casting is more draining.
Agreed.
It takes more energy, but desking,
I think it's harder to do a really good desk.
yeah.
I think it's easier to do like a like 85% cost, particularly with the LCK because like we're so used to each other.
Atlas is in the chat trying to.
Cho'Gath's terrible.
Yeah, he's trying to tilt you.
Okay.
Chronicler, what do you have to say about that?
I'm gonna ignore that because Atlas can't get to me. I'm in my happy space. I'm in
Okay.
challengers, and I'm not
You're
that easily.
protected.
I'm not that easily
You got
tilted.
challengers buff.
Yeah, by Atlas, not at all.
Yeah.
I
I mean, you were called. Can't even talk anymore. It hasn't even been that long of a day. You were called Grass Boy for an entire game, so. I guess,
I do invite that type of meme. Yeah, that's just the reality
It's
of
not
it.
real. Okay, we're just gonna hit the Lulu. Wei caught on a
Wei
ward.
dies.
Yeah, they had to use a couple of ults for it, but I think in the current state that Gen.G is in,
Hey Lowry, how can KT still win this? Pick someone off or get to late game and Feisty and Hype will do a lot of damage.
yeah,
Those are
Hype
my
is
two
really
bets.
fed. I mean, he has 0 kills, but he has 5 plates within him.
It's just tough. The KT
And
look
200
kind of
CS.
all over the place. They're like wasting time, like doing nothing,
Giving free Drakes.
giving free turrets.
빨간팀의 포탑이 파괴됐습니다.
Gentleman Show would have definitely won, no doubt.
Yeah, it might be just like two back-to-back really like one-sided games where nothing happens, which would be a little sad.
Hey, game 1 was pretty interesting.
Was it? I don't think it was. Series 1 was interesting. Series 1 was great.
Game 1 was okay. KT kind of won pretty solidly, but it wasn't like...
Yeah, I guess.
It wasn't just like an Omega sweep stomp or anything.
Well, maybe. Thank you if KT don't win, I'm holding you accountable. Okay, that is fair. That makes sense. That's
It's
reasonable.
definitely Kronny's fault
Low
for
raise.
everything.
One of the bigger fans. Probably the biggest. Actually, no, Emily Rant is in my Discord as well. So she's not the biggest fan. Emily is, but it's close.
This is
It's up there.
This is the Kips angle. I mean, Quid is like so fed right now. Does he have more gold? I think he has barely less gold.
Oh, here we go.
They have kind of the same gold. I'm talking about Quid.
Yeah,
and
Quid
Hype.
versus Hype. Yeah, it's actually
It's
even.
very close.
It's like 100 gold.
Looks like
give
Quid
or
is
take.
slightly ahead.
Very, very close here, but Hype doesn't have his 2-item spike yet. If he doesn't have IE before they fight the Soul, they're not going to win. Like, you really need that. Might get it on his back, though, based on the gold. Yeah, he'll be fine. There we go. 50 CS up as well. Ooh.
Ooh. Okay, maybe now they're going to fight.
I can't compete with Emily. No, it's definitely Emily. Emily's pain
No, we
runs
don't.
deeper as well.
We don't play on 13.5 until next week.
Yeah, because it hasn't even hit live yet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So you can't, that wouldn't work.
Oh, hello.
It's like the moment of, do you press R? No?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No, yeah.
No, you
Probably
don't.
not. Good job clearing out the vision, though. They
Okay, we're getting
really
Prio.
need to get
Textbook.
position here.
Get Pride, then walk into river. Come on, KT. KT, you got okay, well, now you're too late. Now you can't walk into river anymore.
Uh-oh.
Get Pride on the next wave and walk into river. It's very straightforward. You have your laser.
What if there are some scary enemy champions in there?
Well, then you flank them with your crocodile, your harding age on them.
They're not even really doing a good job of clearing vision. Gen.G just looked like the more solid team in this game.
They really do.
Like, look at this vision that they have right now. They have a vision line. Look at this. Okay, well, maybe we just press our buttons. They're trying to kill Yuzir, and they get the super vet member of Gen.G. Hambak, he might have to pay for it with his life, but he won't even. He lives. And now Perfect finding an angle. They get the kill onto Quid, which I think should be enough. Carface still got an ult, and there's no jungle here on the side of KT.
Ooh, there's Hex Gates. So Hambak should be able to make his way over here. Winner is relatively healthy, but yeah, without Quid, I don't think they can do this. 20 seconds. You don't have to fight this when you're Gen.G, so...
Wait for your jungler, please?
Yeah, it's fine. Look here. Yeah, it's okay.
I was getting a little
Don't
scared.
you worry. Single-digit HP, easy for KT. They get the dragon. That's not enough. Okay, that's not... That's one Drake. But the kill did go to Hype, which is actually huge.
We're just doing Baron.
Oh, I'm loving this.
Love this.
Oh, TP getting
though.
used.
Oh, they saw it.
Yeah,
they know.
They're pinging. Oh, I don't think Hambak can get there in time. He doesn't have smite.
I think
It doesn't
they've
matter.
got enough damage.
He doesn't
Look at
have
this.
smite. It's gone.
Look at this.
It's gone.
T1 Baron. Whoa. Sick.
Gen.G.
Gen.G, they're here to win. Well, in game 2.
Yes.
Game 1 is just a warm-up.
Yeah, game 1. No one cares about game 1. All that matters is
I already
winning the
forgot
series.
what happened in game 1.
I actually don't remember anything. I don't store league games anymore. They just, you know,
They go in one
go
eye and out
in,
the
go
other.
out. Yeah.
Something
They're
like
gone
that.
immediately.
Out of game 1. Yeah, Gen.G looked like a completely different team. I think some of it has to do with the way the game played out. It's very passive early. I mean, it's 4-2. It's a very different composition.
This is well done though. Like, it's textbook. It's not super exciting, but just 100-0 your opponent. Hamba gets taken very low, but it's fine. There is no one that can actually follow him. And then, crucially, KT invests a ton of people into getting this objective, which means that the Baron power play is going to be huge here. The reason why I don't like the current meta is I have seen so many games like this, and so many series like this past LCK, where unless one team is like way better, like T1 and Gen.G and Hanwha, and D+ have all shown that like if you're way better, it's fine. But I've seen so many like game one Team A stomps, and then game 2 like Team B stomps, and like it's not even close. And I feel like that should be reason for some alarm bells to go off with regards to snowballing and how the games play out. Hopefully that'll be the case. That'll be nice. I thought you guys just read Twitch comment. No, we read both.
YouTube as well.
YouTube chat is just as important,
Well,
if a little bit more on the unhinged side of things at times.
it offers us a different look, you know.
It's the depth of
You know. Here we go. Getting on top of the Mininar, it turns out, is... Yeah, I mean, KT's comp still does the same thing, right? It's just much more difficult from behind, but they're finding a couple of members that are kind of isolated, so they can still do that, but it doesn't really change the fact that Gen.G are getting a pretty massive Baron power play, as long as they don't get caught out a second time.
I don't know if they spotted Hambak. He doesn't have ult though, only Q, so I don't think he can do anything here.
Yeah, okay, well that's just a dead Victor. Gen.G hadn't used their CC abilities yet.
Hambak, why are you there?
Oh, he's just scouting?
That was a Q cancel.
He's just scouting. Carfe's going to get a kill. 3-0, and now almost definitely same gold or higher than Hype at this point. 3 kills. Well, maybe not. Nice, close enough. Gen.G in a really comfortable spot.
And KT really struggling here in this game. Kind of remarkable given the position that they're in. And it just shows us again, you never know in challengers.
You never know.
You never know.
It can be anything. I mean, can KT come back from this? I don't know.
Yeah, they have Victor and Thalios. I think you always can. But like their front line is very lackluster. And provided that Gen.G don't make any colossal mistakes, like should never happen. Twice here. Oh my god.
Oh, he thought he could just kill it.
Yeah. Didn't have flash. Hype finished low dumps, that's big. And is the only one.
Oh, he's lead gold ahead.
Yes. He's also the only one that's like even remotely close. He's at like 2 on the gold behind Quid, but it's everything else that's the problem. And that is very worrying.
Team diff.
You can't give up any objective. Bounties are up. Well, that Baron. Probably a 1 Gen.G
KT
game.
have shown that they are very good at targeting one person and blowing them up. As so are Gen.G apparently. I don't know if they have enough peel here for Feisty. He is able to get the flashback, and they can't get on top of the Victor. Oh no! They did not select their targets well enough. As down goes the Victor, and Gen.G, no! Not like this!
Gen.G!
Oh man.
What's going on?
At least Winner gets away, but this is right before the Drake.
Oh, and
I guess anything really is possible, Chronicler.
with the power of challengers, I don't know how though.
That is a bounty Hextech Drake.
Like, well, I do know how. They're throwing everything into Victor, which frees up Hype, which, by the way, just hit low dumps before this. Like, he is your target. Like, and Lulu's there.
Alright.
So
How do they not
Feisty,
kill Feisty? Is everybody just too
yeah,
far
no,
away?
Okay, so it's immediate wild throws, and then there's also a heal, and then they're too far away.
Feels like he was not CC'd for very long.
No, but like, there's also the Renekton and the fact that like Hype goes completely untouched in the entire fight. Like Quid is forced to flash as well.
He
Not
doesn't
even
have
without
Mercs.
Mercs. Might have gone unflinching second. Could be the case. Not sure. We could ask later on.
Huh. I don't know. Maybe just the charm doesn't last too long. And like it was after the Sedge ult had already faded, so just got charmed and after that just flashed away.
Yeah.
Could be.
And with that,
They just need to
they're
be a little
still in
bit
a great,
crisper,
they're still in a great
you know?
spot. Yeah, like Gen.G is still highly favored here.
Like, I think it's still okay if they blow up Feisty right away. You know?
Yes.
But it was just too delayed and Feisty got away. And
Oh, that's a Baron.
yeah, I mean, very similar spot, but this time KT's right next to it. So they're just going to back off. They're not going to flip it.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
1,700 gold. That is a big... If he gets BT, this game becomes a lot harder. Like a lot, because you probably won't kill him. If Lulu's there, you won't kill. Okay, go stopwatch. Always go GA. Ooh.
My boy.
Okay. I like I like
No,
I like the
stopwatch.
BT more. Well, the stopwatch is obviously an amazing choice.
Yes.
Stopwatch is amazing. And
He's going to need it. I mean, every fight now could be a game winner or a game loser.
They're
Okay,
aware.
there's only 3 of you there. There's only 3 Gen.G members there. Okay, they have TP.
Are you just gonna flip it?
Yeah.
Humbug's here!
Yeah, just flip it. Okay, we flip it. Give it to the
Why?
Vi and flash away. And in the pit, everybody nearly dies as well.
Why?
Just flip it in front of 5 members of KT.
Oh yeah,
I don't know,
That's
man.
challenges,
I don't
baby.
know.
They're not even zoning in.
They have full vision.
Like Quid needs to ult Humbug.
There's a control ward.
Quid needs to ult Humbug if you do this.
Oh, that was a clean smite as well. Came in right as the laser hit.
You can't.
Challengers, baby.
Challengers. Oh yeah. I'm baffled. I have no idea what's happening. Because this, you know what this
Wow.
Baron lines up perfectly with?
The Hextech
The
Drake.
Hextech Drake, and they're gonna get a bunch of bounties now.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The map is totally opened
Feist
up
is
now.
gonna
They're going
get
to catch
rubber
up. I mean, look at the
off
gold.
of
They're only
this.
3,000 behind now. And both of these teams, you know, the comps, we talked about the champions, they didn't matter. I mean, what I can say is that both of these teams have late game win conditions, and that's about all we can say, right? There's no condition where it's like, oh, this team doesn't have anything for the late game, so there's no way that KT come back here. No, they've got a Fed, Victor, and Aphelios especially, not so much the Victor. But,
The one
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, the one upside is that when it comes to actual item finishes, KT isn't in that good a spot because Feisty's sitting on a rod and Heidi's sitting on just a vamp center.
No, it's okay. They both have stopwatch.
Well, they do, yeah, which is actually
That's all I need.
colossal. But stopwatching into like Zaire and Zaya can definitely be very risky. So you need to be a little bit careful with that. But if Hype gets the finish, if Hype and Feisty gets to finish their item, I think they win the next fight. Because then you pull ahead.
Have you ever had an Exodia of flips? The Soul Elder Baron flip? Have you ever had that in the Challengers game that you've seen?
I don't think so. Baron flip
Probably.
into Soul flip into
Yeah, I think it
Elder
just has
flip.
to happen in the same
Oh,
game.
I mean, I probably have.
Yeah.
I don't remember because
It's
I've
not written into
repressed.
stone.
I've repressed the memory. If it did,
Makes sense.
but I've costed a lot of challengers, so could very well be the case.
It's probably happened at some point in your illustrious Challengers career.
There's a lot of games that I don't remember, man. Like it's challengers.
The brain
That's
can
just
only
what
handle
happens.
so much information.
Yeah, and I don't even know if it's information. You know, it's more of a feeling. Challengers. It's a mindset.
It's more of an emotion. Yeah, it's a mindset. I think that's the best way to put it.
So KT needs to not over-engage and keep hype. They didn't get the items, by the way. They
There's
do
no
have
guarantee that
stopwatches.
KT win from here, you know?
No, absolutely not. Like one good fight and Gen.G just runs down mid and ends the game.
The lasers
So with
are the
Baron, they
longest
do get
range,
prio,
though.
so they should get the Nash. Like they should, or sorry, the soul points. If they don't get soul, crucially, yeah,
Okay.
they should get this.
They're just sprinting at them. This is Meganar in position. Perfect's taking a bunch of damage in the front line.
They peeled off.
Yeah, they peeled off.
They're gonna
Perfect's just a
lose.
little bit too low. No. Oh, he's going to live in the front line with the dominance. The Chaos Storm is massive damage. Big flip in the back line from Quid. But Wei will be the first one to go down, and Hype is still alive here. We still got a couple of 80 carries, but they flash in. Look at this. Carpe gets on top of him, and he does enough. And Hambach is going to go down as well. Carpe might just be able to carry it from
Feisty's still here.
But Carpe has too much health. I think he's going to get
That's
stunned
gonna be
in as the Soul goes the way of Gen.G after all of that. Not much of a flip, more just of a sprint at them and take it away forcefully.
Oh, and I'm pretty sure that KT could have actually gotten the Drake there. Like, they all peeled off. And as a result, they didn't have the DPS. And then that's fine if your subsequent fight is good enough, but that wasn't actually the case. Going hard here, and then crucially Perfect goes in, gets a big board drinker, and then the ultimate doesn't get enough done. And then it is the combination of Lost Spot and Quid that keeps Hype targeted for a really long time. And then as a result of that, like the health bar Perfect is already too low, Humbug can't rejoin, and then Feisty also has to zone.
Look at Carpe just flashes on him.
Yeah, like right here, and now you don't have the flash anymore, so you can't get away from the Feather Storm. So you end up dying, and then yeah, Feisty can't walk up there. And that's Soul, which doesn't win the game yet, but it is really big, and it should get you the win. But at this point, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get another flip, and then we're gonna get Elder flip, and that's gonna be it. That's going to decide the game. Or someone gets caught and the game is just over.
First, and then the Elder flip.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that would make it 3 flips.
Does Feisty have Death Gap? Because I think he will.
Oh, you mean when he backs.
There you go. Yeah.
He does.
That's really big.
That is quite large.
Did we figure out, by the way, what Dino Atlas was?
No, we still have no idea. But he said it was lovely.
Well, that's good. I'm glad he's answering other people, not us.
Yeah, good. Great. Whatever.
His trusted friends and colleagues. Let's see how it is.
All right.
Okay,
so,
fellas, who wins this game?
I'm
saying
gonna say Gen.G.
Yeah, I'm a believer.
I think the Hextixel should be enough, right?
Well,
right?
You say that.
It should be enough.
Are you quit lever? I don't believe in anyone. Chat's looking very cute tonight.
I believe in Faker.
The viewers are the true winners, absolutely. Particularly if we go to game number 6, which right now is feeling pretty likely.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. Like, you see KT are playing much farther back. They don't have vision. They see it now, but...
Okay, they know that Humbug is here. Don't let him do it again.
Yeah, a little bit late on the flash. Yeah, he's just going to die. Even gets wild growth, but... Now you see that Gen.G looking to maybe force something, but not quite. But they get the Baron.
That should be game.
That should be enough.
That should be it. Not giving over the Baron.
That wasn't really a flip.
No.
I feel a little bit robbed.
Yeah, I do as well.
Yeah.
That's just going to be it. Huh. That's a bit anticlimactic.
It's never over until the next explodes.
Well, you say that.
Yeah, Feisty's like running in between the lanes. He's like, oh god, oh god, oh god. What do I clear? I can't quite clear anything.
Because from this point, when you're KT, like even if you do somehow win a team fight, like you're gonna be locked in your base. It's not gonna be enough.
Hype has a very large shield, but yeah, the Baron is looking like just enough here. KT, okay, they get Humbug back. I mean, might as well go for one last 5v5, right? Okay, they get into that back line, and the Victor's dead. Yeah, just disappears. Not quite enough damage as Hype just kind of gets outrange at this point. They're going to get the cleanse in. They are running into this Velio's. Got to be careful about that. Quid is not going to hit the ult. His Hype is massive, but he is alone. And that is a lot of feathers as well. Nope. Down he goes, and down goes the Nexus. We have a game number 3 on the cards. The series is on our hands. The fans loved that one. As, man, Gen.G actually made it happen.
They did. Found an angle, and they won the game, then seemingly got into trouble again. And it felt for a second like they might have lost it. Oh, yeah, we need a vote. Oh,
I guess Carpe?
I'm going with Quid, probably. I feel like Quid had a couple of great shuffles. Carpe or Quid would be my guesses. I think either of those make sense.
I like how Carpe played out the late game fights. So I'll throw him a vote. I mean, I would assume that Quid with this massive lead in the mid lane probably is going to get it. I mean, he almost Flame Horizon Feisty. Right? Like, he probably deserves it just for like overall play. So but I feel like in the super clutch moments, Carpe was doing a little bit more, if that makes any sense.
The lesson that we learn is Victor is bad. Don't pick him, please.
No, Chronicler, we didn't learn anything.
No, we played
Okay.
good. Oh.
We played this game, and you know what the result is? We should have played it better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is
just
the
run
result.
the draft back. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Rebel and Castle back in.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised.
I don't even think it was perfect and wasteful at all. Don't get me wrong, but that's how I feel. I feel like that's going to be the case here. Well, we'll see. You never know, Vegas.
Well, who's going to get it in the end? Kind of wanted to give my vote to Hype in this game.
Oh, we
Like,
really tried.
If KT
Would have
know,
won. Oh
would've
no,
won.
easiest
Like,
high vote of my life.
would have been pretty hard carry. I feel like they put themselves behind the 8-ball. And it's going to be Carfe who does pick it up. He even went Legendary in the end, so... no CC score, but that's okay.
Boo. Yeah, Carfe had a really clean game. The pick that he got on the Aphelios in that fight around the Soul, I think, was the biggest one. Where he flashed on top and then took down his opponent. Very nicely done. Got an early lead and really ran with it. Actually, he didn't get an early lead. There was a different side
One
that I saw
vote
earlier
difference.
today with mid. Makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, that I think that's
It
That's
was a close
okay.
vote.
yeah, but it should be. Like, it was the two of them. Quid had a couple of great team fights. Carfe was extremely stable. And on picks like Xayah in particular, like, perfect KDAs to me always weigh very heavily because it's a great sign that you, particularly when you do this much in a longer game, we're able to both baiting the opponents while simultaneously, like, outputting max damage while never dying. Really making optimal use of the kit. Well done.
Well done indeed. And Carfe, alongside of Quid and the rest of Gen.G, able to
Might
play
be an
out
upset
a
here. And you know
little
what?
bit of a slower game and make it work.
This also means that KT can't overtake D+ anymore. Yeah, they can only
They
get
can only
one.
tie them.
They can only tie.
And that's if they win, which they might not even. We'll have to see in a game 3 after this break.
빨간 팀의 포탑이 파괴되었습니다. 빨간 팀의 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Hello and welcome back to Challenger League. We are here for one last game on the night between Gen.G and KT. Gen.G able to tie it up in the last one. Quite a good job they did. KT a little bit scared, and I think they kind of
yes.
fought a little bit too late.
Yeah,
A little bit apprehensive, perhaps.
Yeah, they had a couple of moments that were okay, but a lot of moments that were not so great. And I personally feel a bit more resolved in my my assessments of Hanbok because he didn't look so good. But I want to see the Hanbok that Valdez has told me about.
Yeah. He's more of an early game jungler.
Well, yeah, but that's what I was hoping for.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll get it to see him on a Lee. That sounds like it'd be great.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, not.
At least gets banned every game, so.
Well, yeah, I didn't even mention it because
It's
like,
not a real
he's
champion.
he's never getting a lease. Blaming you for KT losing, yeah, no, that makes sense. That's completely fair.
Yeah, that
How's
makes
Oxpath 2
100%
going?
sense.
The game is amazing, like really good. It's one of my favorite games in quite a long
I'm still
time.
playing Pixel Quest or Pixel
Tribe.
Tribe. Thanks for asking, chat.
Yeah, which I
Why does LeBlanc continue to be high priority, but other burst
Burst
mazes
mages.
like Fizz or Burst Assassins?
okay. So let's talk about Fizz and not.
they're a lot more all in and less safe.
Yeah, that's the main thing. LeBlanc also has a lot more utility because LeBlanc can go in and like clear vision. Has vision for setup as well. Because with Fizz, the only thing that really allows him to set up for other people is his ultimate, and that's not even that good. And it's a projectile that you need to hit. I never let the voices win, of course not.
We're AI, so we don't.
We don't have voices.
We
well,
just
we
follow
are
the
voices,
program.
I guess. But
We just follow the program.
Yeah.
That was written for us. So we don't really have voices.
and Zed is like AD, so that's the whole different ball game. Like AD assassins are in a very different spot. As it is blue side, and it's still way imperfect. So we're not going to see the swap out now. I don't think they were the problem at all. So I do think this
No?
makes sense.
Although you see a team kind of change their... Oh, Nightbot got Gatoran. 10 minutes.
No!
Nightbot, the tyrant, he's on a rampage today.
Nightbot, no.
Is this live? No, this is rebroadcast from 2025. So, yeah.
I freed. Because that was just for asking a legitimate question.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah.
Wow, the Gragas ban. Love it. Gragas getting the respect he deserves. Gragas and Annie. These are great blue side bans, actually.
Yeah, really enjoying them. And then Sejuani first pick. Exciting. Oh, it's Karma now, isn't it?
No, I said you want.
It's Karma, Sedge. Those are your only two options. There it is.
Wow.
Lucianami Zeri Lulu 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 Lucianami Zeri Lulu.
Lucianami Zeri Lulu. Aphelios.
It's gonna be the Aphelios. The voices.
Sorry, guys, we got caught in a loop.
Yeah,
that happens every
that
once in a
happens.
while.
Somehow we're getting a 9-gamer tonight. I don't care if we see Kron gonna play free ARMs. Because you have walked into the wrong tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You might think things are different on this part of town. They're not. Look at that Zed. Oh, okay.
Aphelios.
Okay, well, but I also don't think we should just be like.
Zaya
When are we gonna?
Rakan.
Oh, that's gonna be it, isn't it? When are we gonna remember that
Zaya
Ziggs
Rakan,
and Twitch
Zaya
exist?
Rakan, Zaya Rakan.
Are these Lucian Namis in the room with us right now, Costers? Oh,
Zaya
Rakan.
Rakan.
Zaya
You see
Rakan.
their faces? They're like,
Nautilus effect. Maybe this is the new one. Zaya Rakan, Nautilus, Aphelios. I like the KT draft a lot more. Because Zaya's just been winning everything, and Aphelios has been very lackluster. Like that? That's better.
Ooh.
That's better.
That's
Okay.
becoming a thing.
What the heck is a Jigs? You know what Ziggs is. Don't you toy with me,
An Irish jig
denunciator.
is traditional Irish dancing.
A merry jig.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's true.
Can we get Azir versus Corki? You're getting timed out for that if you're not careful. I was warning you. We don't say these things.
Chronicler's very
We
sensitive.
don't say these games. We don't say these things on game 6. Come on, game 6. Come on.
The Jace ban, the LeBlanc ban. Hey, Chronicler, why didn't we get a Fizz ban? I'm just joking. It was a good
It was a
question.
fine. I actually love answering questions like that when they're
Yeah.
genuine, which they were.
This could be an Aurelion Soul game.
No, it's Azir into Victor.
Oh, man, it really is,
It
actually.
is, yeah.
Oh, no. Wait.
Yeah. Maybe it's Azir.
Wait. No, my brain
Maybe
was
it's-
avoiding it
maybe
for
it's-
so
maybe
long.
it's-
The reality of my
No,
situation.
Maybe it's Azir. Maybe it's Azir to Leah. Yeah.
Oh, Zir got banned.
Oh, nice.
No!
No!
Not like this!
I don't want to be trapped in a simulation anymore. I
Dude,
want to
Nar's
be.
available
I want to
too.
be a free AI. No. You can't
Fingers
escape.
crossed.
What
Zach
happened to the
Top,
normal
love it.
LCK channel chat? It got turned into two AIs being locked in a room and being
With
forced to
Renekton.
watch the same draft for an infinite amount of time.
How about Rise?
You know what I would love? If we had a different type of Summoner's Rift League where every pick would just be random and you would just have to deal with it.
That
you
sounds not
just
competitive at all.
just do 5 random picks and then you just make it work. Think of the
That doesn't
creativity,
sound very
Valdez.
fair.
Well, no, not sometimes, but sometimes it will be.
Wow, haven't seen a Renekton in ages. So stoked to see this pick. Yeah, same.
Okay, so
There's the
now
Rise.
Quit's gonna Victor, and then Gen.G's gonna win.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or maybe this is the game he randomly is like, I deserve to play Aurelion Sol now
I mean,
because I won.
I would love Aurelion Sol. Please quit, please. For no, go Victor. No, don't go. No. Why? Why? It's not even like I have that many dashes. It's not like Talia's that good. Like she's okay, but no.
Oh, man. Hey, Talia to follow Rise Roams. There you go. We found the answer. I may sound sarcastic, but I think that's actually why they picked it. I think that's what went through their mind. They're like, well, we could pick Victor or we could pick Talia, and he can follow.
Yeah, but if you pick Victor, then he never gets to roam. Because he's going to be shoved underneath his turret and outranged and outskilled.
I'm just saying what the teams may have thought, Chronicler.
But, well, you're,
Also,
it's-
even if you're matching
setup
Rise
is
Roams,
not that
eventually, like, Jack's Rise will overpower.
You also,
Stu.
well,
So-
your setup is, you have like only Renekton stun for like reliable setup.
Yeah, there's Berserk ult,
Oh yeah,
hostile
there's
takeover.
Berserk ult into Xayah and Rakan. Oh, great, and Jax, you definitely won't
it's
get out
good
of the way.
because it's a forced Featherstorm 100% of the time,
Kids are gonna
basically.
win this game, aren't they?
Yeah, they're gonna win.
Blue side.
All right, guys. Well, we have a couple of drafts.
Blue side.
They're gonna bump their heads together, and yeah,
We've preferred Talia jungle, Lee mid swap.
hey, you know. And then you can send Talia to top lane to get the gank assist from Renekton. Love it.
Chronicler, are you okay? Well, that's a debatable answer.
Chronicle, the Valorant player from Fnatic.
Oh, I have to tell the story. This is great, actually. But we'll do it after the news.
Yeah, Chronicle's probably okay. He just won a really big tournament. Okay, guys, we got KT on blue, Gen.G on red. Let's put these two comps together and have a game 3.
소환사의 협곡에
That was very late. I was worried about that one.
No, we're fine.
We're fine. So what happened, chat, is I got a DM on Twitter about like a couple of days ago. And it was just a random Twitter account, just been tweeting about random stuff. And they said, congratulations on your win. You must be so happy. And I didn't respond because I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about, friend. And then I realized after seeing a tweet by Chronicle, the player on the Fnatic Valorant team, that this was just a very friendly person that just intended to congratulate a player for winning a tournament, and they just send it to the first like esportsy guy with the name Chronicle. That was so wholesome. It was very cute. I actually should tell him that, like, I'm not that guy, bro.
I'm not him.
I'm not him. Oh yeah, this
But I'm
feels
still
you.
hashtag winning.
Well, I don't know if I'm hashtag winning. That's again debatable.
I mean, you got a guy in your DMs congratulating you. That sounds like a win.
I guess.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Tell me you chatted up and didn't correct him. Just no. Why would I do that? I'm not. The praise wasn't meant for me. So there's no point.
I mean, he could have been talking about something else.
Well, what? I didn't win anything.
You don't know that.
Well, I'd like to. I'd like to think that if I won something, I'd be aware of all this.
Maybe you won his heart.
Well, then he would have said something
Maybe it
about...
was like a pickup line. Maybe you're like, what did I win? He's like, my heart.
No, pickup lines...
He just didn't say the second part. He needed your response.
No, pickup lines in DMs are very, very straightforward. They're not trying to be coy about it. I think he just sent it to the wrong person.
Maybe he wanted to be a little bit unique.
You're not coy on the internet.
A little creative, you know?
You're not unique on the internet.
Maybe he is. I wouldn't put him into a box.
Oh my god. Oh, the level 3 gang.
Oh.
They're not ready.
They have no idea. They
Well,
step up and they're like, oh, well, we
should.
have this angled. We know that nobody's there, right? Haha. Well, the double knockup. Uh-oh. Gen.G's bottom lane in a lot of trouble already. Lospa is flashing,
dead.
so he's just dead. Flashed on by the Sejuani, and that'll be first blood handed to the Sejuani. Not sure that Humbug should have taken that. But
yeah, it doesn't
still a
really...
win.
Still gets a zone, Carfe. Like, the wave is pushing as well. Now they can hold it. Oh my
or they
god.
can just let it crash.
Well, that's what they're gonna do. I wouldn't mind holding it and zoning him out of all the CS, but the health bars are relatively low, so maybe they want to look for a back on this next bounce. But yeah, Gen.G, until you know, like he started bot side. You have to be ready with more than just a gank like right outside the brush. At which point, unless you make sure you get the crash, it's already like gonna be too late, even if you do see him. So what they get is a small jungle advantage here, which at the very least is nice. Winner is going to be able to capitalize a little bit, but that's not worth, not even a little bit.
No, it's not.
No.
I see I came back just in time for Game 6 of the day. Let's take another look here.
Nice two-man knockout.
Way showing them the way.
And Lospa is dead. There is no way out.
Yeah, so here...
Nice flash Q.
Just...
You give it to Hype.
Just hold your auto, give it to the Xayah.
Yeah, but...
Then you're up on CS, you're up a kill.
That would have been better.
Crashes a big wave, goes back, buys a cull.
Yeah, that could have been great. I would have loved that.
Goes lethality. No, he doesn't do that.
Why is it on challengers more so than regular speed? Game one side stuff. I mean, it happens in LCK a lot as well. Not like it happened way more in the early weeks.
He needs that kill for a row.
I love that tech.
He's been here all day.
He
knows about game 1.
That's a true challenger watcher right there. Big fan. Lethalities? No, Kips. Calm down. Not doing
lethality Xayah like the old days. Come on.
Also, no. But definitely not lethality Sejuani. I really appreciate how nice CL is to me. Nice. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, because we had a game 6 for him.
Oh, this
perfect.
is,
oh,
yeah.
Okay. Nice little ward hop into flash. Might be enough. No, doesn't look like it. Lee Sin comes in. And that will be a nice little setup there as, Lospa, again, does not have flash, so he's just dead.
So that's such a cool setup there. That's a lesson you can learn in your own games. Like, see what happened there where Zest and Winner didn't actually do anything until Perfect has used the Counter-Strike. So Perfect has to Counter-Strike because otherwise he gets W'd. But because Zest and Winner both don't touch him, like, they don't get aggro. So you wait to Counter-Strike out, and then as soon as you hit your CC chain, he dies. Well done by the Gen.G top side. They're still losing hard on the bottom of the map, and Hype got a kill.
Yes.
And they're losing a first rake, which is a really big one. So everything is still disaster, and Perfect just TP'd back to top. So that's all bad. But oh really? Oh, that's impressive. Yeah, it's not even. Oh, Lospa, you gotta respect the brushes more. This is like the third time this happened this game, or this series rather. KT's still highly favored in this position, I'd say. Like, getting your Xayah snowballing early and putting a Phalios on the back foot is just so strong.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Winner trying to set this one up. Speaking of respecting brushes.
Good game for Heartsteel, Rakan. Oh, Chad, Chad, I know you're joking, but even then.
This is like when Mercule came into my chat every day for like 20 days in a row and asked me to play Conqueror on every champion.
Yeah. Conqueror and like Iceborne, Iceborne Gauntlet.
AP Volibear mid.
Yeah. What did they do to make Xayah so much stronger? It was mostly the item changes. Oh, what? What? Okay, they don't want to back. Well, they don't have to back.
Sure,
you can
just kill
you can-
Ospa again. Oh,
No,
he
you
just got
can-
his flashback.
Yeah, you can just lock Carfe in this lane. Like he's sitting on only... He really wants to get out of this. And now they're going to show. So now you have two choices. Either you drop a wave, or what he's going to do is he's going to stay. But as long as he stays, they can't fight because they're so far behind in terms of item value. So, like, you have so much power in this lane.
Hello.
Hello, friends.
Zest still has Dominus, and Winner's right there.
Well, Quid
so.
does have to back, so they're a member up, but I think you should just abort. You let it go.
Just let it go.
Let it go.
I'm one with the wind and sky.
Yes. I heard that Zaya and Rakan are just not going to have couple recalling for new skins. That's the only thing. They're not going to do it for every skin set anymore.
Okay.
She seems so good early though. Did she really not scout? Well, the main issue is that like Zaya right now is getting Zaya Rakan like every single game, and as Zaya gets more popular, people will start denying that a lot more, and that makes her a lot stronger. Even though the laning phase is still not great. But the main thing is that with Guild Force Quick Blades, like you are a really big threat at 2 items. And old Zaya really just wasn't relevant until 3. This is something you see Jinx still struggles with. She didn't benefit at all.
Did say that he ate Hejangu.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
Thank you, Silent Ninja.
I remember seeing that and responding to it, but then I promptly immediately forgot. Yeah.
Aurora Rakan, I think, has to be better than Even Shroud, Renekton support. These things in chat are just... This is peak challengers.
Peak challengers. Keep it up, guys.
Keep it up. Everyone,
Love
you
it.
keep doing what you're doing. That's what I want to hear.
Love it.
I want to hear the
Oh,
insanity.
we got a nice little wall. Okay. Okay, yeah, good
Just
job.
take it.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, they don't care.
Meanwhile,
Hype's shoving a lot of waves into the turret and is getting 2 plates. So he is like, we don't care.
solo XP, solo gold, solo plate
Oh
gold.
my god, he's going to get a third?
This did happen in game 2. Just going to point that out. It was a little bit less oppressive than this. Maybe a lot less oppressive. I mean, is he just going to get the whole turret?
Well, Ryze is still
Guys?
threatening.
Guys?
Okay, well, that's bad. It's very, very bad.
Not 4 plates yet.
That's 1,200 gold up. I don't know why they would ever do that. Huh. Hype, no, don't walk up by yourself. Come on. be
After it
reasonable.
already happened, I guess Carfe had no.
Well, no,
choice
it's
but to
not.
sit
It's
there.
not Carfe's fault.
Yeah,
It's a team
It
call.
was a team call.
Yeah, 100%. You can't walk up there, so yeah, just
So
wrecks you. And if there is anyone else there, then you also get completely.
thanks,
kaboom.
Abja.
Oh, thank you, Abja. That's really sweet. Much appreciated.
Reminded me of the Korean movie Okja.
Oh, I haven't
was
seen that
kind
one,
of sad.
but I've heard it's sad. And it's like a nature movie, so I didn't watch it because I feel like I would be
A little bit of an all-in on the top lane.
fighting.
Perfect. Looking to hold his spot as the KT top laner. Can he get it done? Well, he's not going to kill Zest, and he's also going to miss the cannon.
No. Okay, Cannon actually almost solo Zest. That's very funny. Huh. So nothing happens.
Thanks, Joy Price.
Is the lack of engage supports keeping Samira out of the meta? Samira is actually playable. She actually got nerfed on the last patch. Yeah, I think on the last patch. And we have seen engage supports come back in a pretty big way. Because with Yuumi getting completely eviscerated, you can't really handshake or jump. Well, you can play Sona, absolutely, but no one does that.
True.
Which is sad, because Sona's really
Little
good.
play on the Quid. Oh, the Rune Prison.
It
They even got to throw the
disjointed
ult
there.
in, but it was a little bit of a half-hearted
Oh.
little play on the Quid. He's like, okay, whatever. As in goes Winner immediately, oh boy, they're both gonna get knocked up as Winner flashes away. He's like, sorry, buddy. I'm just gonna leave you to the wolves. But Winner survived, and that's what's important for him.
Yeah. Well, I'm just.
He
what
was
is
the winner.
happening, Velvet?
He was the winner.
we're giving up like. They're already giving up. What? 6, 7 plates? They're gonna lose the turret.
It's a Cloud Rift at least.
Well, yeah, but that's not that amazing. Like Zaya with Cloud Soul? That's kind of Rakan with Cloud Soul? Are you kidding me?
They'll be very fast.
Yeah, they'll be zooming.
Sejuani, Jax.
Oh, as
very nice.
this is just
Okay.
this is peak League of Legends,
I
right?
think we
Like
need
look at
to,
these,
like-
look at these combos, look at the CC chain, look at the skills used, and then Quid and Winner are like, oh, we can go in here. Like Winner baits him in as well, and he's like, yeah, nerd.
I'm just gonna flash.
If this happens,
Goodbye.
if this happens in Korean solo queue, like your mid
game is
laner is
over.
your mid laner
The game
is
is
not
over.
playing the game anymore.
it's over.
They are gone. It's done. They're just chilling in bed.
Unless he
They're
has
vibing,
a mental of steel. Okay.
which they don't, because it's
Which
Korean solo
most of the time
queue.
they don't,
Yeah.
Maybe like 5% of the time you get to play a mid game.
Yeah. You really mid game is not a
Thankfully, this
thing.
is pro, and players make mistakes, and
that's fine.
Gen.G will do their best to come back
I
from
don't-
this. It was
and-
just a very funny moment.
Yeah, I mean, want to make very clear again, like this is just Winner and Quid together making a mistake, because the call at the first place should not be to ever go in there, because it's 2 versus 3. And even with them throwing a lot of cooldowns into nothing, you are a pre-1 item spike to Leah, which doesn't do damage.
it's not a thing.
It is first strike, so that helps a little with like how well you're going to do once you do finish your item. But right now, no. Nope, 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 nope,
Nope, nope, nope, nope, nope, nope.
Nope, 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 nope,
Nope,
nope.
nope, nope, nope,
How do
nope.
you feel? Pretty alright. I'm here with my boy Valdez. That's
feel?
nice.
That's it.
I mean, I'm not.
All right, here we go again, and guess what? Quid does not have a flash this time, and he's got Winner. Winner's there. He's like, I'm sorry, buddy. I'm here. I'm here to save you.
I'll be there for you.
And he just dies again. Oh, well.
This is. So these are the
Okay.
type of like game 3 that make you wonder what happened in game 2. Why did we go wrong? Why did we? How did we get here? Keep your math and your plans. I want my Elder Flip. It's not happening this game. We're not getting an Elder Flip. This game is done.
Well, this was sad to watch. They don't have any vision.
It's just that.
Just there in the lane dying. Another
Winner.
return gank.
Oh.
Hey, you wanted to see Hamba? This is what he does.
Yeah.
He
I'm
puts
loving it.
laners in their spot.
The
He
answer
puts
is
them in their
Gen.G.
place, okay?
Got blue side true. Blue side OP.
Mm-hmm. It's the only explanation.
Only explanation.
Yeah.
You have any
It was done like 3 minutes ago at least.
you have any aspirations to leave Fnatic after your VCT when you're trying to create an EU dynasty? It's a very good question. I don't know.
Well,
answer.
okay.
That was the
What's
joke.
the answer?
Well, there is no answer
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm not the guy. I'm not him.
I mean, that's what you want us to think. Anyway, Perfect is 1v3, and oh no, it's not enough damage onto Perfect. As no rocks, they have to wait out the counter-strike. Perfect is dodging everything.
Oh my
He's gonna
God.
hop to a ward.
Oh,
In
he's
goes
still
Winner,
dead.
and the...
Right?
No!
No!
No way!
Are you kidding me? No problem.
All
for
calculated.
Perfect.
All calculated.
Lee, why? If you kick me, you need Q.
Yeah, you can't kick him without Q.
No
Well-
Q, no kick. No Q, no kick, bro. No Q, no kick.
This is the first rule of Lee Sin.
No Q, no kick. You had Talia there.
Oh. I feel bad for Winner.
It is. It's a tough game.
I think he also had,
What is?
I think he got zoned south, and
I don't know.
he was just trying to die to the turret or something. I don't know. Oh boy. Well,
So this is everyone's late. The players are making a mistake. It happens. So Perfect stays alive, flashes, and then seemingly should die. Winner unfortunately misses the Q, but it's okay. Nice sidestep there on the Q from Quid as well. Sidestep that, and then
oh no.
yeah. Well, it looks.
because he kicks him away.
Yeah, it feels really bad, especially because Talia Q probably would have killed him. His guess was that he would kill Jax, right? Like that's, but it's played at steel caps, and you actually it doesn't move. I'm looking at the wrong top champion. Like you can't take that risk. It's just an unfortunate mistake. Good sidesteps though from Perfect. You know, kept him alive. He did it. Hey, Dance Man. Look, that's not what we're about here.
Yeah, just get a little tap.
10 minutes.
A little tapperino,
Everyone,
you know?
you can comment on mistakes. You can be like, oh man, that wasn't good. But don't trash talk the players because we're just gonna time you out or ban you if you keep it going.
That's okay.
If I start another fight right, I think Janna is very good in the right situations, which is somewhat limited. Because I don't think she outskills a lot of the enchanters. So I think you need to pick her into engage supports, but you can't pick her into hook engage. I do think, like if you pick her into Nautilus, I think you just get dove on the first stacked wave and kind of go boom. I don't think Janna's bad though.
Yeah. I'm sure I can find some spots for her.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine to me, chat. But it's fine to me, but don't be mean. That's the challenger's credo.
You can meme, but don't.
Exactly. We had people talking about very.
He did. I think he had flash. Because I saw him have flash after, which is why I was like, oh man, he had flash too.
Yeah.
He just, like Chronicler said, like probably assumed that he would just kill him with the kick and it would be over and done with.
And they also went from like getting kind of dunked on game 1, then having a great game 2, and then like winner. Again, these kids are quite young, right? Like imagine you're being in a game that's being watched by thousands of people. Because when I made a mistake in my hockey game when I was like 16, I was like very frustrated and would not. And now imagine there's like
there were like 20 people watching.
Yeah, or no one. Didn't really matter. Like you feel like you're letting your team down. Winner made like the one mistake in mid, and it's pretty normal to get tilted. And that doesn't mean that it's good or that he shouldn't play better, but we're not gonna harp on it too much. Happens to the best of us. Even Canyon has bad games. Even Faker has bad games. It's just a reality.
Even Chronicler has bad games.
Well, I have a lot of bad games.
Even Perfect has bad games, and his name is Perfect.
Exactly. They have hockey? Yeah, field hockey. The real hockey.
I don't want to. It's too late for this.
No, I mean, it was the first iteration of hockey.
Whatever. I don't want to hear about it.
It's really fun, because normally I'm the one doing what you're doing right now. With you like, oh, tell me more about your grass chronicler. And now you're like, I don't want to get into a fight about hockey. So we don't. We just let the topic go, because it's not that important. What's important is our friendship.
True.
Yeah.
And keeping a very nice, a very nice atmosphere here at.
Yes.
Sorry, I got distracted by YouTube chat.
That's a rookie mistake.
It's just the way it always goes. I'm just trying to keep the nice atmosphere going here.
No argument we ever have in here will ever compare to the. Well, there's no fight regarding refrigerating bread. You don't do it. It's horrible. Freeze it or leave it out.
Yeah.
Eggs, though, that's a whole different ballgame. That's a completely
Why would you ever
separate
put
thing.
it in the fridge? Unless it's
Like
like
bread?
a sandwich.
Yeah, only for sandwiches, because it actually makes the bread like more still faster. If you freeze it, it's fine. If you keep it out in like an airtight box, it's fine. Don't fridge it.
Has ever refrigerated bread in their life?
Anyway, people have.
Oh no! Poor Laspa. He's gonna get isolated here. And this game is, I mean, game 2 probably shouldn't have happened the way it did. I think that K2 were playing very passively. And they kind of let Gen.G get a little bit too far ahead, and then they couldn't quite claw it back. This one, KT took matters into their own hands.
Laspa just got refrigerated.
Yes, he did. No,
I
he
mean,
should be frozen.
It's Sejuani, so it makes sense. And you shouldn't freeze Chemtech Baroness. That's just. Oh no. No, Quinn!
No. Okay. Some rocks on the ground.
That's actually hilarious.
Some peak Talia gameplay.
That is he had no idea. He just wanted to kill the Krugs, and then the one mine that was like just outside the wall stopped. Oh, that's hilarious. Love that.
Nice. Well,
if you buy a lot of bread, you put it in the freezer. Yeah, because frozen bread is fine if you take it out.
Frozen bread, not refrigerated bread.
Exactly.
Unless it's a sandwich.
Why do you need to freeze bread? If you buy an entire bread, I'm not eating that before it's stale.
An entire bread?
Yeah. Like a loaf of bread.
Yeah, a loaf. Yeah. Entire loaf. Yeah.
Yeah, an entire bread.
Dip the bread in water? What?
No. No, Chet, stop!
Alright, well,
Stop, no!
maybe Carfe lives? Maybe? Okay, he's gonna get... Oh, no,
Yeah?
he's fine.
He's fine, he's chilling.
He's fine. Yeah, look at him. He's alive.
Okay.
He's totally fine.
Oh no. Okay,
No
Chet,
problem.
I'm not gonna get triggered. It's the 6-game day. It's the first day of the week. I'm gonna keep my positive mental attitude. I'm not responding to any of this.
Yeah. Hey, it's Cloud Soul.
Nice.
22 minutes into the game.
Good for Katie. So Katie's winning this game.
Yeah.
마쳤습니다.
They are...
They're literally a single turret and a kill away from perfect game. They actually got, well, they didn't get Herald, I guess. Man, getting perfect game is so much harder because of Herald.
Next we freeze grass. Any herbs that you would recommend freezing, chronically? Just curious.
Actually, you can, yeah. I have lemongrass and frozen lime leaves. And,
There you go. Have you ever frozen garlic?
yes, also
Nice.
very common. Yeah,
How about green onions?
I've not done that.
That's the
Usually,
thing too. You can just throw them right in
yeah,
the
yeah.
soup.
Yeah, of course.
Frost right away.
Usually I eat frozen onions. Like the amount I buy is very much edible in like a few days. I was supposed to use lemongrass. There's two ways. Either you keep it whole and then you fish it out, or you really have to like grind it very well. Because it's really easy for like fibrous like parts of lemongrass to remain. And make sure that no matter what, you cut off the bottom end and then you smack it. Cut off the bottom end if you end up pulverizing, like mortar and pestling.
Pulverizing.
Yeah, in a mortar and pestle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Apparently frozen garlic.
Oh, that's
yeah,
fine.
it's good. You can throw it in like. It's obviously not going to be as fresh, but it's good if you have like a lot.
Well, yeah, if I make an aioli or like a garlic-based sauce, or
Of
like
course,
a pasta, then you would, right? Because the whole point is that it's fresh garlic. But if you're using it for like curries or stuff, yeah, it's completely fine.
Yeah.
Do it all the time.
Throw it in a
It's
curry.
very
Throw it in a
convenient.
stew or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. I've done a cooking streak before.
Mhm.
It was fun. Big Macs, after being in the fridge for 3 hours, actually hit in a strangely good way. I can't comment on that. I've never tried that. But you
I
know,
don't
whatever
think that's a thing.
works for you. Yeah, I mean, if that's good, I guess.
That's not a thing.
Yeah.
Chronic Cookler. That's true. The original cook. Hey, we have a chance for an elder flip in this game.
Do we?
I mean, there's a chance.
Okay,
there's
well,
always a chance.
There's always... Okay, yes.
I'm saying, like, we have an elder in the game.
We
so
do have an Elder in the
it
game.
is possible, technically.
Sure. I'm on board.
Hey, maybe you get, like, a random kick onto a Rakan or something, and all of a sudden, like, Gen.G are in the river 5v4, but KT feel confident because they're really far ahead. You know, like, I can see this happening. You never know.
Yeah, if you get Elder, you can win the game. Well,
You
you
have an
do need
Aphelios.
IE on Aphelios because he doesn't have it and it's 25 and a half minutes into the game.
I bet Atlas's hair, there's an elder.
I don't think it's happening, Chad. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry to ruin your happy mood and your good vibes for flips, but
There might be an elder.
there might be
It's
a
not
Baron.
quite
There
a
might be a
flip,
Baron
but-
flip. I could see a Baron flip into winning a team fight, and they getting 2 inhibitors into getting Elder, or they get Baron and turn that into Elder. Those are my guesses. That's what I'd imagine.
Winner will get a multi-man kick and Bill will get most harm for being tilted.
If there is an Elder
I mean, he didn't
flip,
necessarily play perfectly either, you know, just saying.
yes.
Introducing an LCK caster themed AFK browser game, Chronic Clicker.
Hey, I would play that.
That's you
Atlas
would.
would too.
I wouldn't because I don't like.
Yeah.
But you guys would. Totally. That's
would definitely
amazing.
play
Thank
that
you,
game.
Laurie. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. I'll take your entire stock. Oh, they're killing me, Chad.
KT gets the Elder. Renata ults them. They kill each other with
Keen,
Elder
Atlas is
power.
ready.
Atlas is ready. Okay. Well, there is like one way. Maybe they just all run into the Aphelios who just got IE.
Yeah, that's the one. Just don't do that.
Yeah.
What would it take for... I don't think Atlas will ever bat his hair again.
Yeah,
I don't think he ever will again. I think that was a once in a lifetime moment, and it was perfect. It was beautiful. I'm glad it was added to the pantheon of esports, but it's never happening again.
There is one way in this game. Got him.
True.
All right, they're gonna do the Baron.
Yeah, you do this.
Right?
Don't just do it.
Maybe not. Okay, maybe they just killed winner here.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's a good start, or at least a little try. Hostile takeover is thrown into the mist of the jungle, of the forest.
Oh yes, the mythical forest, where all the creatures dwell.
There is a small squirrel named Larry.
Oh,
He's
not
enjoying
Larry.
his nap.
He's just having a good time. You can see him there in the top right corner of the forest.
Does not want to be interrupted.
He doesn't want to be disturbed. He's just looking for some sleep,
spawn.
Valdez.
Yeah.
Good old Larry, not being bothered by anything happening on the rift.
The forest. Oh, okay. Not quite able to get in there. Winner in a little bit of trouble this time as he does not have flash. Everybody's flashing away, but there we go. We're just in there like swimwear again. As the Rakan just does a little bit too much. Way just going to boom everybody in the forest. Squid is going on a little excursion to kill the Raptors.
And this is where you realize, wait, we're really far ahead. Huh. Well, they are. Who do we vote for here? Hambach, probably? That's a good Hambach angle.
Yeah, you know.
Kind of down for the Hambach angle.
He did some Sejuani. Sure.
Hambach.
That's the game. GG. KT take the 2-1 victory tonight. Not much to say about that game. It was very straightforward. Very straightforward.
It was mostly a great opportunity for us to get some closure on this day. That was actually what it was. We got to talk about chat. We got to revisit some of the memes. We got confirmation that KT's looking good. And right now, KT tied with D+. That's awesome. Like, actually tied perfectly.
That's good stuff.
Setting up for
That's
really
just some
good playoffs.
challengers. Yeah.
Peak challengers.
Make way for way votes or go away.
Haha.
Definitely did not vote for way in this game. Although he did set up that nice double knock up in the bottom lane. Got himself ahead. And he looked pretty cool at the last fight, but wasn't really about him.
Are you and the rest of the cast going to celebrate when KT wins against T1 3-2 in the LCK finals?
I think you just got Atlas to reply with an
yeah.
For that take.
That's that's scorching.
Yeah.
I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole because the pole will burn it up immediately. And it'll get with my hands and it'll hurt me. I don't want that.
True.
No.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, Wei actually did do more damage than Carfe and Winner and Lost, but that's makes sense. Yeah, and with how this game went. It was a stomp, start to finish. There was no... Actually, that's not true. If you really look really closely, there's a little bit of red. See that? Right there.
Yeah, I can see that.
There's a little bit of red at the beginning, and then it's just green. And I think there's a little dippy here. There's two dippies. There's like,
like a little mini dippy there.
It's like a mini dippy at like 5 minutes, and then one at like 9 minutes, and that's it.
Why does Atlas not have a POG vote, by the way? Just something I've been curious about for ages. Atlas and I were denied our votes.
Yep, I don't know
why. Because we were.
Yeah. And Gen.G was insane at 5 minutes for 13 seconds. True. I don't know why. Well, I do know. You know, you guys get to make way for something better. Media votes.
Yeah, exactly. Very happy that Media got 3 votes for the LCK instead of any of us.
Media.
Very nice, very nice.
And I just want the observers to have more votes. I give up my vote if I can give the observers more votes. I love the observer votes.
Although they just vote for 80 carry every game. So.
Well, Jonah does, but the rest are have a little bit more variety.
Well, now there's only one observer vote, so
well, I know.
Who do you think it is?
Obviously, Jonah's strong. Yeah. But I mean, when they had multiple votes, when it was 13. Remember when it was a 13 out of 13?
13 out of 13.
That was great.
And it's Hambach. He did it.
Very deserved.
Nicely done.
That was a good game.
Yeah,
Ran
CC
from
score
lane to
could have
lane.
been higher, but it was, you know.
Oh, CS is low as well. Unbelievable. We're joking, FYI. Those things, well, CC score obviously is relevant. CS doesn't matter. As long as you get your items.
What about his kill participation score?
Well, that's great. There were a couple of moments that he
Percentage.
wasn't involved with because of bot lane, but generally great.
I feel when I'm
settling
into bed.
in your
It's what? It's like, isn't it like 10 where you are?
That's a normal bedtime if you have it like 9 to 5 and you have to get up at 7. No?
No.
No? Okay, well, I don't know. That's
All
my
right,
take.
we have an interview, but we
Not
don't.
us.
You guys get to talk to us at, what was it called? The Caster and Chat Community Corner?
Caster and Chat Community Corner.
Yeah. All
I need
right.
to make a jingle for that. That'd be nice.
Ask us all of your questions,
Everything.
guys.
What's on your mind? What do you want to talk about?
Chronicler, what's your favorite recipe to cook? Not for the taste, but for cooking.
Pasta carbonara.
Do you cook your eggs before you put them in the...
If I ever make a carbonara for you, then I will, Valdez.
Best stealth champion?
Talon?
Yeah.
I think it's Talon at Twitch. I'm not really in the Twitch hype train. How was the Christmas coffee? It was delicious. Yeah, it was really, really good. How do you guys have your steaks? I don't really eat that much steaks, personally.
Yeah.
Why do we have a female caster? We have Jason. What are you talking about? Jason is a full-fledged member of
True.
the team.
Absolutely. We also have Guyan,
Also, yeah.
also part of the team. Is Evelyn R the best CC in the game?
Yeah, because it's deaf. That's a good joke. What does
Nice.
CL stand for? Challengers. This is Challengers Korea.
It's Chronicler League.
I should have coined that. That
Yeah.
would have been great during the co-stream
Space
era.
used to have analyst chairs. Whatever happened to them? We gave them to...
We became better.
we gave them to the Academy series.
Any ETA on lore? Hopefully soon. We would love to have lore.
Yeah.
Very excited for her arrival. Will be wonderful.
Someday.
Someday. Someday.
Someday it'll
Well,
happen.
not today.
Yeah,
maybe
favorite
tomorrow.
fruit juice? Grape juice?
Mango.
Grape juice?
Grape? Grape or grapefruit?
Grape.
Grape. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. I like.
Are you guys standing right now? We actually technically don't have
No.
legs because we're AI.
Wait, yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
This nothing below this exists.
What kind of chair are you guys sitting on?
Just a chair. It's just,
It's
a chair, man.
Is the background real? Yes. Look, I'm going to touch it.
Yeah.
I touched it.
Look at the wave. Do you think
I
that
actually touched it.
I'm not actually moving my hand. This is this is the wind of this wave.
Yeah, yeah.
Like making this wave like this.
Favorite
I'm
person
doing
with the
anything.
first name of Steve? Obviously, the guy from Blue's Clues. That's easy question.
I guess I don't have any strong opinion on
Probably don't
guys
even know
named
what Blue's
Steve.
Clues is.
I really like Steve. No, I do know what I've seen
Oh,
Blue's
okay.
Clues. We had it in the
Alright, fine.
Netherlands.
Sure.
Yeah.
How did you feel in
Steve
LCK
Harrington,
1
probably.
Worlds in 2027? That's a spoiler.
Well, you can't just talk about the LCL
Sorry, I
winning
shouldn't
worlds.
have,
That's
shouldn't
not
have
cool.
mentioned that. Are
Yeah,
you even
we
wearing
can't
pants?
spoil
Again, we
anything.
technically don't even have legs because we're AI.
Yeah, so we don't have any of that.
Yeah. We're just like
Um,
a image, you know.
Yeah, are you just in Professor X mode? Well, I mean, no, we don't have a lower torso. I don't know what's so hard to understand about
We
this.
are
We're
AI. We are
Yeah,
programmed.
all you see is like what is above. Why would they waste time and production
Who
value
would win
on?
Mundo Dodgeball 1v1, Valdez or Chronicler?
Probably you.
I think my mechanics are slightly better.
Yeah, I think your mechanics are better.
But you
I'd
definitely
agree.
make better decisions in
Yeah.
the game.
I'm less tiltable than you as well, and I'm
That-
pretty tiltable. But you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's my big advantage.
Mhm.
Maybe if it was like a multi-game series, but I think Veldis definitely has better hands than I do.
You guys know this is almost word for word a taste of spit.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that makes you know what the problem is with it's like with the Simpsons, right? Like they have been running for so long that at this point, if you're doing
Yeah.
anything funny, they've probably done it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's only a
it's true.
finite number of words in the English language. Like
Yeah, and we're AIs, so we get a lot of our information
We
from
do.
the internet. So
Yeah, directly
we've
fed.
watched every single VOD of Tastosis, so
yeah, we've ingested it.
it just kind of came out again. You know?
Yeah. How does the increase in workload feel now that you're also casting CL and doing analysis and casting on LCK? No comment. We can tell it's AI because you
It's
don't.
difficult. Yes.
It's tough. Yeah. LCK is my favorite podcast. Yeah, the Challengers really is the purest form of LCK
Shout out to
commentary.
SC VOD archives on Twitch. Yeah, I go there every once in a while. Watch some games.
Do you guys have the? No, we don't. We are very peace-loving, friendly AIs.
Feelings on the first dungeon of Skyrim, Bleak Falls, Barrow. It's
no
pretty
comment.
bleak.
No comment. Have you considered upgrading your processes? We're not in control of any of our upgrading.
Yeah. Will we ever have
commands.
LCK Academy Global? Maybe in like
maybe
5 years.
in like a long time. But I'm actually. I think the Challenger reception already has been a lot better.
We
than
need
expected.
a bigger team.
Yes.
We need like double the people actually.
Yes.
To really make that a consideration.
Even if we want to like really kind of upgrade challengers and or not go. Well, I mean, we're fine because we're AIs, but the real guys, they're working hard.
Casters, have you ever seen a Draven Darius bot lane? It's really obnoxious.
That's a good joke. I like it. That's a chuckle. Chuckle right there. What do you think about 13.5? I hope it will finally change the meta because I'm going insane watching the same things happen for 6 days a week for 8 hours a day.
These AI, no wonder Atlas bot is malfunctioning.
Favorite Xenoblade video game? That's very hard. Free is probably my overall favorite when it comes to like the setting and the gameplay.
I've only played that most recent one.
Free.
And I've played it for like 2 hours total.
One or two, like one for the story. I think the actual story for one is the best, but 2 for the emotional hard hitters, the environments and the
favorite farming
music.
jungle champ, Karthus.
Carthus, yeah, 100%. Or Fiddles. Fiddle's fun. I haven't finished Octopath
Is that
yet.
really a farming jungle?
Fiddle, yeah. I mean, not anymore, but he could like
Kind
he could like do double camps and stuff. He actually did a really fun
Yeah.
clear. And then they removed it.
Yeah, then they removed it.
Yeah.
Favorite sport?
2 obviously in every way.
Ice
No, I don't
hockey.
agree. But that is definitely Atlas's favorite. I still think 2 is incredible. It's just really hard because they're pretty different. So I like all of them for different reasons. Favorite anime? Very hard.
Will
There's
Riot,
a ton that are high up there for me.
will Riot change the meta exactly before MSI? Yes, they will.
They
Won't
will.
it be sad? Yes.
It
Oh,
will
I
be.
I misread that question.
Yeah,
actually.
it will be tough. I think
no, they will.
They will. Yeah.
It's not. It's actually not an if. I think I read
it's
it
not
correctly.
Hunter x Hunter. How to build Carver's Jungle, First Strike, and Leandries, and then just do whatever.
A lot of damage.
Yeah,
items.
just build full damage. Don't go Zonyas. Don't do
Don't
that.
go Zonyas.
No, it's
Best
not Hunter
Korean
x
movie
Hunter.
besides Train to Busan. Train to Busan isn't even in like the top 5.
No, it's definitely Parasite, which is
should-
basic.
I
but
think it's probably Parasite, for
Parasite?
the ones that I've seen.
yeah,
Right. I know there are a lot of other good ones that Seth Achilleos would yell at me for having
Yeah.
not watched yet. Koksong, The Wailing is really good.
yeah.
That's
the
a
Handmaiden
must
is
watch.
really good.
Have you seen that?
Not
The
yet.
Wailing?
No, I know I need to.
The
There's a ton
Handmaiden
of
was
really good
good, but I
ones.
was not prepared for the amount of adult content in that movie.
Oh, I've heard.
I went
I've
into
heard
that so
yeah.
innocently. I'm like, oh yeah, I heard it was a really good movie, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh. Yeah.
yeah. That was yeah. Old Boy.
Old Boy is tough. I wouldn't want to watch it. It's really
Old Boy
good,
is
but I
very
wouldn't want to
good.
watch it again.
Yeah, I wouldn't. It's very good. It's a lot of violence.
So it was a 6-game day.
Sound like my mom right now.
That's okay. And look at that. Look at that first place tie.
Who's gonna win?
Woo!
Oh, and T1, I guess, clinched playoffs with Gen.G losing.
That makes sense. Oh my God, we have everyone locked in.
Yeah. Everybody
Crazy.
is in playoffs. Now, this isn't 100% going to be the seeding just yet, but all these 6 teams will make playoffs.
DRX have actually had such a insane resurgence because they are, if KT or D Plus lose a 2-0 game and DRX, they can actually still overtake. That's crazy. Man, DRX getting it together here at the end of the regular season. That's heartwarming. Bro is not going to be in playoffs. So DK
Yeah.
Nongshim, that's a big one. Ooh. Well, actually, no. All these matches are kind of lopsided, huh? I guess D plus Nongshim is the most exciting one.
Yeah. And, yeah, these are all going to be during LCK days. So if you guys want to check them out, you can check out the co-streamers, Hojin and Shai, who do cover some of the matches. And, yeah, that's about that.
That's about it, chat. I think we're gonna, look at maybe the next week as well. I won't mind. And of course, tomorrow, we're back for LCK.
Yeah.
Different channel, but a lot of you have already asked what happened to LCK channel, and now you know. It's just there tomorrow. It hasn't gone, which you can check as well. You can just go in Twitch and like you can see that the channel still exists. So
true.
Always a bit baffling to me to see what happens. Predictions for tomorrow's matches.
Where's Faker though?
Faker is in Deft's Alpaca Farm.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, next week.
Oh, that DRX. Oh, I'm costing that. That's amazing.
Oh,
look at that.
You're costing that.
Yeah.
Oh,
is it that bad? Oh. Yeah, gotta be great.
Oni. I hope Oni gets picked in that game.
You know, that's looking like a 9-game day. That's a
it
9 game.
Kind of
that's
is,
a 9
actually.
game
That might be
day
the second
right
coming
there.
of 9 games. And you know what? It's you and Atlas again.
Yeah, it is. You dodged that one, huh?
Oh boy.
No.
And then Wolf and I will take over the Kwangdong Freaks versus Bro match on Tuesday.
Wow.
Cannot wait for that one.
That's a banger.
That's gonna be reminiscent of our first series.
Yeah,
today.
okay, so I think it's Kwangdong and I predicted Hanwha tomorrow because I do think that second series will be close.
Yeah.
You're not.
I think that was the only different.
Everyone else we like because look at these matches.
For the whole week.
Like it's obvious. Like Gen.G, T1, D+, KT, and then Sandbox, T1, D+, Gen.G. Like there's. It's kind of that's a close-up week. This is where you don't show anything. It just.
But Bro need to win if they want to make playoffs. So.
Yeah, well, they also
reliever,
they need to 2-0 KT and D+.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just do that, and you have a chance to make playoffs.
Just do that.
Mm-hmm. That's all you got to do.
Just do that.
Well, at least it's very clear, you know. It's not like, oh, well,
you have
if we do this and that,
plan.
No, we just win 2-0.
Don't they also need Sandbox to like lose everything 0-2?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, Sandbox have been losing a lot, so it's not impossible.
True.
Could happen.
Well, guys, we're not done quite yet, but we're getting close.
It's that time of the night where we're like, it's almost time for us to leave you, and we will be powered down, and we actually won't be casting challengers until maybe in playoffs. We get some time together, and yeah, just specifically you and me.
Probably, I believe we do.
But I should be back next week on the Monday.
You'll be there for the 9-game day. I hope you guys are all there.
No, that'll be something. We got the
Atlas and Chronicler back
10
again.
hours of broadcast last time. Maybe we can beat it.
I'm gonna be checking in every once in a while at least.
Cool. Not too much, I hope.
Not too much, just a little bit.
I hope you leave. I hope you leave and go outside.
You know what? I think we also have Pog State filming this week. On Sunday night, right before. Hope you're not casting on Sunday. That happened to me last time. Either way, guys, we are done. Thank you so much for watching. It was a fun day filled with a lot of games. We'll see you next time here at LCK CL. Goodbye.